Good morning, my fellow exiles. Happy Saturday. Today is a good day. Grateful to be here. Had an amazing night last night. We're going to dive into all of it. And I just want to outline the agenda first before we do anything else. Today, we are finishing out Second Wind League strong. I have my Smith of Kitava Wolf ready to do all the Citadels, kill, hopefully, the Arbiter of Ash, and maybe do an at Zeri to close that out, because afterward, we are hopping into the new hardcore private league, Timmy's Hardcore League. I've heard it called THC League. We're going to have some more fun in PoE2. We're not even close to done with it, honestly. It has its claws sunk into me right now, you guys. We also have a podcast this morning with Farham. Make sure if you're watching the VOD, timestamps are always in the description. I make sure to keep all of my channel stuff organized very, very well. And if you are watching the VOD or if you're watching live right now on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you're watching the VOD. And if you're on Twitch, follow me, man. Follow me. What are you doing? What are you doing, Exile? Follow me if you're watching on Twitch. If you're here at second 52 and you're not following me, what is going on? How are you here so quickly? That's crazy. Anyway, everybody, before we get into the actual Path of Exile 2 stuff, I have to geek out with everybody. Hey, Hade, what's happening, man? Hey, Loidus. Hey, Mr. Jiggleballs. Love the name Jiggleballs. Amazing. Everyone, I cried so much last night. I cried, teared up, and you'd think that something bad happened. But it's such the opposite. I am a huge Tolkien fan. I've read every single one of his works. Most of it a long time ago at this point. I have reread Lord of the Rings recently. But I've read the Silmarillion, Baron and Luthien, everything. I saw The Fellowship of the Ring in theaters for the first time last night. You guys, magical. I don't know how else to describe it. If you are unaware, they have all of the trilogy in theaters this weekend and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday due to tremendous demand from last weekend. They were only supposed to be shown in theaters last weekend, one showing each. There was such tremendous demand. It's the 25th anniversary. Oh my goodness. So last night, my wife and I, my brother and my brother-in-law, we all went to go see it in theaters. Everyone, if you have not seen these films in theaters, whole different level. I have seen hundreds of films in the cinema. Best movie I've ever seen in the movie theater. Everything was just super. I am not being hyperbolic. The music, the sounds, just the taking in the cinematography and all the different shots they use, seeing all the details. I just, guys, I've seen these movies probably 30 times, extended editions. It was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. Hey, Blue Saw, what's happening, man? Hey, Caius. Hey, Sour Bog Bubble. You need to go see them. So, we have worked with grandmas to see the Two Towers today and Return of the King tomorrow. It is a Lord of the Rings weekend, okay? The original Matrix on mushrooms was my favorite. Okay, see, the thing is, Sour Bog Bubble, I'm 28, so I was 4 when Fellowship came out, 5 when Two Towers came out, and 6 when Return of the King came out. My dad took me to see Return of the King when I was 6. I only remember being in the lobby with my dad and his friend and my friend, and them telling us about Shelob and telling us, oh, don't be scared. There's going to be this giant spider. Don't be scared. That's all I remember. I don't remember the actual film at all. Hey, Kiwi, what's happening? The water's great. I've got some sick water here. We're here early in the morning. Lord of the Rings seems right up my alley. My ADHD just won't let me sit still for that long. In TV, dude, you would be surprised. It is so gripping. I was with my wife, right? And I look over at her. The number of times, and I must be so, even though I don't think I'm internet brained, I must be so internet, because the number of times I was just like, absolute cinema. I just lifted my hands up. I looked at my wife and I said, can you believe it's just banger scene after banger? Just one to the next, not a dull moment. It just keeps going and going and going and going. They drag you in with the music, the emotions, the action, just everything. It's unrivaled. And that's just Fellowship. Two Towers is going to be a whole... I cannot wait to see Helm's Deep on the big screen. You could hear Galadriel's footsteps, okay? There were lines I've never heard watching the films that I heard in the theater because they're said while someone else is talking. They're said under the breath. It's like a one-off remark while there's a whole bunch of other action going on. The sound mixing's low, but in the theater, it's perfect. Such great films, dude. Just watched all the extended editions. Such epic storytelling. Fish, yes. It's the one thing that I really am appreciating seeing them in the theater are all the different shots. My cat is being so ridiculous. All the different shots, just the cinematography and the different angles they use. It's so fascinating. You know, when at the end of Fellowship, when the Uruk-hai are kidnapping Merry and Pippin and Lurtz is, taking out Boromir, just the different shots, the slow-mo, it's so raw. Guys, I was a baby. I was bawling my eyes out. Oh. My captain. My king. Oh. Oh, and as soon as the breaking of the Fellowship starts playing to close out Fellowship, I mean, water works down my face. The power that music has is surreal. Surreal. It is fire, Caius. It's fire. You should be afraid of Shelob. I was afraid when I was a kid. I was afraid. What, you never saw Lord of the Rings at the theater when they were released? No, dude, I'm 28. So I was 4, 5, 6 when they came out. I saw Return to the King, but I don't remember it. Boromir death is the greatest death scene in cinema. I agree, X-Rival X. I almost peed myself when going to see Return to the King. Johannan, I cannot wait for Sunday. I cannot wait. And just, the things that I was noticing, because I've seen these films so many times, but when Frodo saves Sam from drowning, right? The hands gripping. Oh, I'm going to start crying. It's so beautiful. I don't, what's wrong with me, guys? I'm crazy. It's just like in Mount Doom, at the crack of doom, where Sam, it's the same shot. It's the same shot when Sam grips Frodo and pulls him up and saves his friend. Oh, it's just beautiful. You're 49, so that's wild, 100%. What? Try streaming at a reasonable time for us third shifters? It's Christmas in January. Hello, Paladin Sauce. What's happening, man? And you're here for a good stream. I'm yapping Lord of the Rings right now because I'm geeking out. I'm so excited to see this. Also, everything's been going so well, guys. I got Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. It arrived. Excited to read that. I think I'm going to reread Lord of the Rings. I'm inspired. That movie was too long. Theaters had a good thing going with intermissions. I held a pee for 2.5 hours last night. I did. Oh, I cried during Clair Obscur constantly, dude. Constantly. Surprisingly, the most I cried at Clair Obscur was the very end. I won't spoil it since it hasn't been out for a year. Okay. Anyway, I think we've let people filtered in. Like I said, timestamps below. Like the video if you're on YouTube. We're going to hop into some Path of Exile 2, dudes. I've been loving the League. I've also... I don't know if anybody here in the live chat has been watching my Path of Exile 2 quit moment. It's basically me framing... It's feedback videos, right? But, got to frame them in a, I think, positive way. But yes, it's exaggerated. Quit moment. I mean, a lot of people do quit because of these moments. But it is obviously a little high. And people have been loving them. I have 2 released right now. The first was on the support gem problem. They're very bite-sized problems, but ones that I think are worth addressing. Support gem problem, and then the other was the end game problem, but specifically progressing to the Arbiter of Ash, and then just the clutter in the Atlas map, essentially. And guys, the comments on the end game one are so illuminating, you guys. They're hilarious, because if you go and read these comments... Like, there's so many people who obviously are struggling to find the Arbiter of Ash. I've had multiple 90-plus characters, but never fought the Arbiter of Ash. There's somebody in here. The first Arbiter fight is real. I didn't find Citadels until level 93. Like, guys, there's... How many count? I think, is there 500? Almost 500 comments at this point. There are hundreds of people who are saying they're having extreme trouble finding Arbiter. And then there are people, like, just saying, these people are all idiots. They're not playing the game right. You need to finish the corruption quest line to get Arbiter to spawn, Citadels to spawn. And that's not true. There's like, because it's so not clearly outlined in the game. Do you guys remember the tower fiasco of 0.1 where the people were thinking the way the corpses were aligned and at the end of towers, that was the direction you had to go to find Citadel? That's basically how it is. All it is, guys, I'm pretty sure it's just luck. Okay, in 0.4, okay, so the core league, I went like 3 screens off and I found like 4 clusters immediately, like that. In second wind, I had to go multiple screens before I found my first one, which you're gonna see in a second, and now they're spawning like hotcakes. I found Arbiter instantly, Caius. I had only done 1 corrupted Nexus. Such a good series. Thanks, Loitus. Oh, you were talking about Lord of the Rings, not my PoE2 quit moments. Finished rereading Hobbit for the 5th time yesterday. Will reread Lord of the Rings for the 5th time soon also. Heck yeah, Loitus. Hey, Little Bits, what's happening, man? Ichike, I just have one question. If most people that joined Second Wind only wanted to rush campaign and quit, why create a private league? I don't know if most people rushed campaign and quit. It's been pretty active, my dude. Been pretty active. But I think a lot of people might be closing out with the league at this point. I'd love to see a discussion on whether Temple should be nerfed in 0.5. Seems a lot of people want that. I disagree. It's a new viable endgame mechanic. I only think the top end divine pumping should be brought down to, and this is my personal take, top end divine be brought down. The unique rewards in Temple be brought up or more introduced. And maybe the Temple shrunk and it stays the same. I think I am now a Temple enjoyer, but I am also not a snake enjoyer, so you guys probably think I'm insane. I'm not snaking anything. Wait until you see my poopy Temple, but I'm still a Temple enjoyer. PoE2 Quit Moments is also a great video series. Love it, even though I don't resonate with it. 2 headhunters per Temple should not be a thing. No way, dude. You mean 2 divine headhunters? What about every spell build becoming a comet build problem? That is a goated take, Yerond, and I totally agree, though my brother would disagree with you. My brother would heavily disagree with you. Must admit, haven't played PoE2 in a while. Love the Druid and made 2, but the endgame is still meh. Man, I agree, but don't agree, because look at me. I'm like addicted to the loop. I also have been crafting. Wait until you guys see some of my crafted stuff. My friends have convinced me to spend my currency instead of just selling it. And while I still have to sell the things that go for 40 plus div, I'm spending the other currency and my luck is insane. I'm about to show you guys. All right, we're popping in game. Popping in game right now. I'll put it on the screen. How long did the stream are we? We are 14 minutes in game. Okay. All right, I wrote that down. Wrote that down. All right, here we are, everybody. All right. My first Citadel cluster was at level 94. I found 1 Jade Isle, 25 mansions, 2 Desert, 1 Blood Temple, Sour Fog Bubble. What? Headhunter becoming dirt cheap is just a good case of how much FOMO content can do on any item or strat. I have never had Headhunter in either game, you guys. Should I buy one just because I have enough to buy one? More than enough. Also, I might have a massive sale waiting for me, guys. I had a GG drop after Lord of the Rings last night while I was watching my brother do a ring gamble. Are you guys aware of the Venter's Ring gamble strategy? Are you guys aware? My brother told me this. He's trying to make a mirror gambling for Venter's gambles for negative rarity. Are people aware that this is a thing? Oh, it hasn't sold yet.
I have a buyer.
Oh my, sold. Oh my gosh, are you guys ready? Also, I looked at PoE Ninja and I found some sick wolf pack tech to give myself abyssal mods. I just blow my wolves up now and they give me abyssal modifiers using the, what is the gem called? It's one of the lineage supports. It's pretty sick. Amanamu's Teeth. Yes. Yes. Reduced rarity ones. Yes. My brother was literally just, he gambled one tab full of white ring bases using Omen of Ancients. He profited like 300 divine orbs last night in about 10 minutes. Just going all the way through, getting negative rarity ones, listing them for between 3 and 22 div. He just 10 minutes. It was crazy. Check out this hardcore headhunter drop. Let's see. It happened. Oh, you almost got me copyright struck. Oh my gosh. In the campaign? In hardcore? No way, dude. Oh. What incredible luck, dude. I've never seen this site, by the way. I know you use this site, hate. Okay, you guys ready? Hey, SW shouldn't have got me. I'm doing great. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? I put up a pair of Siren Scale gloves. 2-socket Siren Scale gloves. Exceptional base for 450 divine orbs last night. Do I have...
Oh, it's
Do I have it here? You guys ready? No, they haven't sold. Dang it. Aww. Aww. If I transfer to the main league, they'll sell instantly.
It's new.
They will sell instantly. They're like 500 div in the main league right now.
Can I help?
So I might have to do that. If nobody buys it in this league, then I might have to go to the main league. Okay, you guys. So what are we doing before the pod with Farham, which is in about an hour 20? Well, like I said, we're going to finish out second wind, I think, on this character. This is my wolf. This is my Smith of Kitava Wolf. I know you're laughing at the life, but the tank is actually unreal, okay? We're going to see this. We're going to see this live. Let me show you the gear that I have crafted myself from white base, okay? You ready? 1, 2, bam. Wraith Dome Imperial Great Helm. Look at this. Armor, increased armor, armor life, strength, cold, lightning res. Overkill at this point. The res is overkill. But look, is this a chest piece or is this a helm? It's a helm, and I crafted it from scratch. Let's look at my amulet, also crafted from scratch, okay? This is the only dead mod, I think, on this entire thing. The energy shield, because I am pure armor and life. No energy shield, as you can see. We've got spirit. We've got global defenses, fire res, chaos res, all attributes. Very sick. Also shockproof right here is what I have allocated. Then we have my boots. Also crafted. I crafted these last night. I got this 2-socket drop, so I said, let's just try to craft it. I got movement speed from the AUG, or from the trans. Then I got lightning res from the perfect AUG. I slammed on Chaos Res with an Essence. I did a Greater Exalt, and I got the armor to Ellie. Then I decided to... Yep, then I decided to bone it. I got... Oh, no. Yes, I decided to bone it. I got the armor, 97% armor. And then I slammed it with another Greater Exalt. And I got mana. And I told my brother, all right, brother, witness me. And I went on to Discord. I streamed. I did a Greater Chaos. It got rid of the mana and gave me Armor Stun T1. I was happy last night, guys. I was happy. Look what this game has done to me. What is happening, guys? What's my armor applies to elemental? Oh, it's ridiculous. It's 88%, 90%. 88, it's capped. This is my armor applies to elemental. And my chaos also applies to elemental because I'm Smith of Kitava. I don't have the helmet mod. If I had the helmet mod, it would be capped out at 90%. Okay, and then and then this right here, I bought white, and I decided, screw it. I'm gonna, not white. uncorrupted. I decided, screw it, I'm gonna corrupt it. I corrupted it, guys, and I got the hit. It went from 50 to 44% stun build up, so now people are stunned at 44% instead of 100%, and it went up from 10 or 11 skill speed to 14. So I just, this is the only thing that I've actually bought, and it was pre-made. Everything else, pretty much, I crafted a little bit, except this. This is just white because I'm Smith of Kitava. Oh, I also bought Lavianga's Spirits last night because I'm having a severe mana problem. I also have mana remnants, okay? That's the only problem I'm having with my wolf now. Look how fast my mana goes away, right? So it's nice to have Laviang's Spirits on this. Yeah. I am probably going to go Oracle in Hardcore Rival, although I don't know what I'm going to play, actually. I kind of want to play Wyvern. So that is the gear showcase, you guys. Now we're going to do the Citadels. All right. Now I have already done an Iron Citadel. I did Geonor, but I have another Geonor ready to go. I have seen self-immolation notes. Hey, whatever, media. What's happening, my man? We're just about to close out Second Wind and have a pod with Farham soon. And then we're going to pop into Timmy's Hardcore League. Thanks are in order. Thank you, Try. Got your first mirror and also spent it thanks to you. Wakosin, congratulations on the first mirror. Seeing you not run ES with like absolutely no life feels so illegal. Yep. The thing is, Lloyd, 53 deaths. 53 deaths. Actually not a lot, my man. I don't die. I mean, with the freeze and everything, I don't really get one shot. The only thing that is dangerous right now to me is the temple. What's the physical damage on the tally? 547. I don't know what the actual like PDPS is because I don't have like Exiled Exchange or the Companion or anything, but it's pretty sick. What's the name on the hands? Oh, it's Sine Akeo. I don't know if that's how you say it right, but it's the Arbiter drop. It makes enemies get stunned far earlier, right? Instead of that 100% stun build up, right now I have it at 44%. I am actually not bored of the game, Kick Enjoyer. I'm actually shocked. This is the longest I've played this league. Well, I'll just show you. Character selection. Yep. Okay, 0.1, level 95. Okay. 0.2, I had a level 88 and like a level 75 Witch Hunter. Okay, but I did it really fast. All right, 0.3, level 94 Invoker. 0.4, 95 Shaman. Game completed. Level 92 Smith of Kitava, game close to completed in a second league, and I want to try a hardcore run. I think it's the Druid, guys. The Druid, and then the mix of I'm actually liking the crafting and endgame chase, especially because my friends are showing me how to craft way better, and I'm spending like my currency in craft. It's fun. Not SSF. There's a new private league, another Zale, that just started yesterday, so I thought I was going to hop into it. It's called Timmy's Hardcore League. So, like, Blaze is in it. Timmy's in it. I'm sure Major Aimless is doing it. So, did the trial after the pod. You did with 0 Point Flux and got a diamond sold identified, which is 1 mirror, dude. One of my friends did that. He got 2 adorned. Okay, Major is in. Dead Rabbit is in, too. Oh, sick. Oh, very cool. Yep, so we are going to do the Citadels, and hopefully we don't fail, and we could do Arbiter of Ash, and then we'll hop into the Hardcore League, and we have Farham Pod. So, yeah, okay, so here's my Atlas, guys, on, what is it, Second Wind. All right, so we're going to go back home. All right. So initially I went north for that first Corrupted Nexus, and then I decided, you know what, I keep going north on every league. I'm going to go this way. So I started going this way, right? Exploring. Then I started going south, exploring. So we are about, the first Citadel was about, what, 5 screens as opposed to 3? There's my first Citadel, Iron Citadel right here. Already did it. Sorry, guys. I did it 4 mod because I wanted 2 retries if I died. And, oh yeah, we're going to stretch even though I've literally only been up for like an hour. And it's 5:49. Oh, we're stretching. Okay. Yes, so 5 screens away. But then, look, here. Okay, I failed this. I died to a grenade mob, the Stone Citadel. But then, look, Iron Citadel, Copper Citadel, Stone Citadel. And I have another iron right here, so that means that there's another cluster here. So 3 clusters all right next to each other. For the non-believers, no, my Cataclysm's Wake complete a tier 9 plus corrupted nexus. I have not finished it. I'm seeing Citadels. Okay. All right. Oh, Wakosan, I'm so glad. Yep. Your first mirror. My brother's going for his first mirror too, Wakosan. All right, so we are going to start with Copper Citadel. I'm going to give myself multiple tries. So we are going to go with... We're going to go with that. All right, and I am going to... I want Waystone drop chance, right, guys? Okay. Oh, no, we're not doing that. That sounds like a bad idea. I'm not giving Jamandra a modifier. Okay, I need to hopefully get some Waystone drop chance, everybody. Come on, give me some Waystone drop chance. Nothing? Nothing? Waystone, there we go. Okay. All right. Let's do Jamandra first. Okay. Oh, thank you, Another Zero, for stopping in. We'll have a good podcast with Farham. Okay. Yeah, I might try the self... We are not doing the Stellarium Mirror. There's no way. I'm not risking anything. Okay. My kitty wants out. 1 second. All right. Can you see the hands, please? Like this? Da, 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 da. I have no idea why you want to see the hands. The jazz hands?
Need mana.
Yeah, do you guys see my mana issues? As soon as I get a remnant, they're pretty much fixed though. This should be pretty smooth. We should have basically no issues. The mods on here are free, in my opinion. If I lose, it's all on me.
No challenge.
The only thing I've been dying to are, obviously, like I said, there was the Stone Citadel mishap with the grenades. And Temple. Temple, I get one shot by the Val... I don't know what they're called. They're the cannon guys. The cannon guys just one-shot me from afar. I don't know how to solve it properly. I mean, except for doing what Lloyd says and going full energy shield. But I didn't want to do another energy shield character. I have not tried No Rest for the Wicked. I haven't given No Rest for the Wicked a fair shot. No. All right, here we go.
One way or another, this ends here. Did you not learn your lesson the first time?
Submit! You are finished!
Doom of the desert.
Oh, crap. Literally didn't see that, guys. That would have been disastrous.
I'm not ready.
Jamandra literally stands no chance, my man.
What
There
are
we
you
go.
doing?
I am probably not going to play Freesia, guys, no.
Nothing matters now but the beast.
I played it last time, but I'm not a huge build crafter guy. It's amazing for build crafter people, but I'm just not, especially in PoE1.
I don't have time for this. Sands bend to my will. Impede my enemies.
I think we're literally just going to take him out right here, guys.
Into dust. out of mana.
All right, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. I should have done 6 mods, honestly. Oh, I got double frags. Holy, there you go, guys.
Spoils of war.
All right, so that's one Citadel down. I got to give No Rest for the Wicked another fair shot. I tried it for like 20 minutes, and I'm really bad at Souls games. I know there's the whole meme that PoE2 is Dark Souls, but it's really not, because if it was, I would hate it. Because I'm terrible at like, I've never played those games. I've tried Elden Ring, bounced. I've tried Dark Souls 1 and bounced. Almost good. We'll keep that for now. I just went 90% armor to Ellie for lightning, and it helped a lot at level 90 in hardcore. Took 200 life from those lightning balls. That's nice. To me, PoE2 is 10 times harder than any Dark Souls melee solo. Dude, I just must be terrible at those games, though. Then.
Steel yourself.
But is it because I never really just played any of those as a kid? Is that? Because I just can't read the boss tells, guys. I'm just terrible at it. Did I just hop into what's slowing me? I've had this bug, you guys. Do you see this bug? Where my attack speed is massively slowed. Have you had this bug before, you guys? I've had this bug happen multiple times on my werewolf, where there's no curse affecting me. I'm not on chilled ground, but my attack speed is massively slowed. Oh, it is. Okay, so it is literally a bug. I had it persist an entire map, and it wouldn't go away even when I left the map. Please don't happen with Doriani. Not in a Citadel. Okay, it literally only started happening recently to me. I wonder what's causing it. At first I thought it was like, oh, you're getting affected by some curse, or there's some monster debuff that's affecting you, but no, it's just a phantom bug. Okay. These guys right here. See how that, you just did half my life. There's not even any damage mods. Yep, dodge roll is slowed. Your regular movement is slowed. Yep. And it's even worse if you are on a map with chilled ground like this, right? Because look, I'm literally getting... All right, we need to find Doriani. I don't want to get one shot by one of his minions like I did last time. Come on, Doriani. Where are you, my buddy?
Feel my wrath.
Where are you, buddy? We're just gonna slow crawl.
Not the Smith I'm after, but you'll do.
Not the Smith he's after. Thanks for the follow, bro. Okay. Ending today? Yes, I'm gonna do Arbiter. And it'll probably be most of my journey with Second Wind at completion. Maybe I'll go for Uber Arbiter. It depends on if that 450 div item I sold sells or not. If it does, perhaps I will try to push to Uber Arbiter. It would be pretty crazy if I killed Uber Arbiter on Second Wind. I got a exceptional base, siren scale gloves, 2 socket. It's exactly what people are looking for. No, no, no. It's exactly what people are looking for to craft on. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Why am I not using Lunar Blessing? Oh, I am, but I'm like one-shotting everything. This will be easy, guys. I just destroyed.
So,
Come on, Ro.
at the eve of the end, the demon of Azzoatl has finally come for me.
Your dark ambitions won't save you this time.
I bear the burden for our future.
All right, I phased him. Come on. Oh!
I can't give up. I must.
Guys, I just walked into that blast. I thought it was gone. Yeah, my character is very strong at this point, guys.
Yes, face me with your
I
true
will
might.
burn you alive.
I'm literally just going to.
Nothing will stand in my way. Self-destruction.
Okay, buddy.
This is not over yet.
Okay, buddy.
I need more time.
You are done. I'm pretty sure. Sick. What were the mods on this? Armored, stun build up, build ground. Okay. All right. Come on, come on, come on. Double, 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 double. Ah, you butt. All right, guys. All right, guys. What is the secret to getting maps in 4 hours or less on day one try? Don't ask me. My record is like 10 hours. But I've never tried to get to maps while not streaming. Really. So, I don't know. Never stop moving, I think would be my advice. Never stop moving. All right. Yeah, Angormus is a better person to ask. What am I going to play in Timmy's Hardcore League? I don't know what I'm going to play at. I was thinking Wyvern. I was thinking Oracle. But I don't know. Yeah, 10 hours is pretty fast. I agree. I have it down to 10 hours. I got to maps in 10 hours on this guy. With only 4 deaths. It's pretty good. Okay. Okay, guys. You guys ready? Man who cannot beat the bloated Miller fights the Arbiter of Ash in a private league. Here we go. What about Oracle Plants? There's no chance. No shot. No shot I'm playing Plants, bro. I've looked at the gameplay of that. It's not happening. But yeah, a big part of the campaign is just not killing everything and killing the essentials and checking shops fast. Just constantly moving. Literally, my first piece of advice. Just don't stop moving, essentially. Plants are good. Hey, Omega Cyrus, what's going on, my man? Hope you're doing well. I can't do it, guys. My personal best is 13 hours in Hardcore Soul Sylphan Warrior. Well, that's way better, Walks, because I'm not playing Hardcore. I can't do Plants, guys. No offense. I just can't do it. All right. Let's see, guys. It's going to be a really challenging fight, right?
It already burns for your world.
Oh my gosh, I ran out of mana. Oh, I forgot, guys. I forgot to do a little bit of physical damage.
Ashes to ashes. Fields of ash and chasms of flame shall restore her glory.
Oh my...
No.
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Guys, my defenses are goated, don't worry.
You are too late.
Oh, not the beam. Not the beam. That was disastrous.
Fields of ash and chasms of flame.
Not gonna happen again, guys. Don't worry.
Behold the burning horizon. Flare.
Where's the last one? Wait, that was it?
A plague war.
Why is he?
Hungry
Oh, it's not 50% anymore. I'm an idiot.
ruthless.
Guys, what am I doing? It's 25%, right? I thought he phased. I am so dumb. That is a long phase. Where is that boy? There we go. There we go.
Her only salvation is written. Acquiesce, mortal.
I'm not ready.
Acquiesce, mortal.
Goodbye, buddy.
This will make a difference.
There's no way Arbiter is connected to the beast. Oh. Oh. My motto is if I run a life build, it has to one-tap 6-player highest tier pinnacles. Well, that's not me, my man. Loidus, my goodness. There we go. I don't think Arbiter is connected to the beast. Do you think he's connected to the beast? I think he's connected to... I think he's connected to, like, the Abyss monsters. I think that he's a part of a faction that fought the Abyssal monsters. Because that guy, I feel like, is very Abyssy, too. You think Arbiter will kill the beast? I don't think so. I think we kill the beast and then we kill Sin.
I understand that.
There we go.
Of the essence.
Arbiter done. It doesn't even... Does it even tell you that you now get to craft... Are you... I didn't realize this, guys. Does it tell you anywhere that you can craft tablets now and make them rare? Or is this something that you just have to know? Is there somewhere where it says this? Oh. What do you mean? Lloyd, it's not a knowledge check. It's not anywhere in game. Doesn't it tell you if you try to make them yellow before you can? I don't actually know. It's not a knowledge check if it's not in game. That is I did not know that. It just says you can't, right? But does it say defeat the Arbiter of Ash or defeat the burning whatever monolith boss? It does. It does. Okay. No, I don't. Oh, I guys, I ident. Oh, guys, I identified the Regalia due to muscle memory. Oh. It has spirit. Not. I don't think so. Someone in Wes's stream the other day was mad because they didn't know for like 3 weeks.
Let us hope.
There's no way it goes for 500 divs. Wait. Yeah, there's no way it goes for 500 divs. Really? No. 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 Div. 10 div is nice. Well, if you want to get like a guaranteed couple divs, you know, you don't identify it. It's okay. Minus 500 divs. Nah. It's 10 div. It's okay. I have that big sale that's totally gonna happen. 450 div. You can't yellow tablets until you beat Arbiter. I'm a filthy casual and I know that. I know, Kiwi. Where did you hear that, Kiwi? Did you hear it in game? Or did you hear it because you watched the reveal from GGG? Or did you hear it from somebody else in game? I mean, that's shite. You shouldn't need that should be like when you kill Arbiter, it should be like, you can now make your tablets rare because the Arbiter of ashes spread over the land. I don't know. Well, reveal from GGG is quite in game. It's game related. Okay. All right. All right. I disagree. I think that should be in game 100%. Oh, but it's so nice to be able to the yellow tablets now. Look at this. Look at it. Here we go. Boom. Sick. Boom. Oh. Yeah, it should 100% be in game. Okay. Well, what do we say? We got about 40 minutes before the podcast with Farham. Got a Citadel here. Oh, I could try a T6 Geonor. I could try a Geonor, guys, with 6 mods. What do you guys think? 6 mod Geonor? No revives? 6 mod Geonor? Eh? Let's do a 6 mod Geonor to maybe close out second wind. Here, let me... All right. Your builds are crazy good. My build is not crazy good, man. No. Don't say that. You can't say that. Oh, Gardisto. Thanks for the 23 months, dude. That's almost 2 years. You're 100% right. Almost 2 years. That is crazy, man. Thank you so much for the support, dude. I appreciate it. It says, you must defeat Arbiter of Ash in the Burning Monolith to use this item on a precursor tablet. There we go. Okay, that's good. That's good. Thank you, Little Bits, for confirming that. So if you try to use an Elk Orb or a Regal Orb, it says that. I think once you beat him, it should be like, you can now do this. And I think that would be perfect. Okay, Waystone. Okay, let me double check to make sure I'm not doing anything crazy here. Nope. All right. Okay, I don't think I could beat Uber Arbiter with my build. You guys saw how quickly the beam killed me. Do I have any interest in playing streaming North of the Wicked? I do have interest playing it. I don't know about streaming it, honestly. We'll have to see. Like I said, I'm really not good at those games. So, I mean, maybe it would be entertaining, but I already know that I'm crap at them. And I might get frustrated and I don't want to, like, just quit a game. Like I said, 20 minutes is how long I lasted before. I might play it privately. Omega Cybers has been saying I need to wait for the class revamp update, which apparently is going to change the game drastically. I'm gonna be very careful here, guys. I don't want to die before Geonor. I'm fine with dying at Geonor, but before Geonor, that's embarrassing. We got a lot of curses going on here. Oh, we gotta have these shrines on Geonor. I gotta keep moving. What do you mean stretched, Lloyd? I'm not stretching. I've already stretched a million times. I can't stretch. I'll stretch my neck. How about that? Deal? Deal. All right. Uba Geonor, kind of. Semi Uba Geonor. Being bad at games is fun. Getting better is always a good feeling. Well, the only thing is, I don't know if I really like those sort of games either. And if you don't like a game, I don't know if you should like play it.
Take the power that we deserve. You are nothing but a tyrant.
Y'all are... I'm just not gonna...
Easy prey. First one's ire. First dawn's frost. Easy prey.
Yeah, I should be singing right now, but I'm just gonna focus and lock in.
Freezing gale. Requiem on high.
Are you kidding me? Grinding gear games. I have no water. I can't hydrate. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Are you kidding me? GGG. There. Did I use Fury of the King Talisman, or is the physical damage better? You gotta build differently. I personally have physical damage. This is very unfortunate. It was actually gonna be a tough fight too. You're wondering why I'm singing, it's cause someone redeemed it on Twitch. And I have no alert for it. Oh, I hit escape. I didn't, wait. I didn't hit escape? Oh my gosh. I didn't hit escape. It was 2 minutes ago. I have it for 2 minutes. All right. All right. Here we go, guys. Yeah. I'll adjust the rewards. I think that was the default. Oops. All right. I think this is going to hit me and I'm going to die. He's bugged out.
You are hunted. Fang, tooth, and claw. Tortured under the moon. The pack suffered but endured. And howled now in tune. No tales were told.
So many ground
None new,
curses, guys.
none old. And their endless hunger grew ever stronger.
Oh, see? I can tank that. He's bugging out, though, guys.
Your heart and savor each target. solstice of pain. I smell your blood, and I am ravenous.
Oh my gosh.
As night falls,
Guys.
winter's chill.
Guys, the fight is so scuffed. Visual effects aren't happening. Sound effects aren't happening.
They wither and tarry.
GGG, it's such a scuffed fight right now.
Frosts, as cold as death. Of Bayr's misery, the pack won't forget. Requiem on high.
Oh, well, there you go, guys. There you go. I failed it. I failed it. Unfortunate. Well, it's gonna get me sooner or later. All right, GG. Go next. Try. Can you help me understand if the Emired Fury drops the Fracturing Orb at any map tier or only T15? It should be any map tier. Oh, okay, Omega Cybers. I know Let Me Finish had been completed a while back. I gave him Ellie resistance, which is why it took a little longer. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. One sec, my cat needs back in. It's okay. I am starting anew in hardcore. Yep. Yeah, the visual effects were bugging out because of the crash. It's all right. It's early access. Hopefully they fix it. Not a big deal. Nothing I can really do besides make a GG character, and I did not have a GG character there. Okay.
Hired hand. Every life has a price.
Let's see, you guys.
Your crossbow has kept your coin purse full.
I'll grab some water in a sec.
Here you are,
I had a bunch before we started streaming. I'd been up for about an hour.
What say you?
I don't know about Titan Druid. I was honestly thinking Wyvern. Because I have not played Wyvern yet, you guys. And I'd love to see how Wyvern felt. And I thought I would go Oracle. Yes, I'd go Energy Shield. Oh, I definitely need it for the pod, 100%. No, we have a hardcore league that Timmy started. He's a streamer. Disciple of Varashta Minion Sork. Oh boy. Anybody catch that? Anybody catch that? GG. I've never really liked minions though. Guys, I feel like I've already gone wolf. I've gone bear. Wyvern Abyss Lich. Yeah, like I'll get to Abyss. Omega Cybers. Like I'll kill Kulamak. Yeah, okay. Right. Right, brother. It's more like you cast a spell. Disciple of Varashta. Alright, how about we let fate decide? We're gonna do a wheel. We're gonna do Wyvern, Oracle, Varashta, Thork. Okay. Thork Varashta. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna do a wheel. Ready? Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna spin it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. I'm not putting Deadeye on the wheel. There's no way, bro. I feel like I could have fun with the Sork.
Sorceress.
All right.
You were banished by
Talkative
your
try
for
or
experimenting with the elements.
minion.
Arrogance has led you here. And arrogance keeps you on those gallows.
Talkative try,
Speak your peace.
wheel, minions. Minion. Wheel minion. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't like build guides that much, my man. So I'm just gonna see what happens. It's a fun class. I'm gonna like it. Yeah, I only saw gameplay from Dreadful's build showcase. Russia's cool. Good implementation of ascendancy skills. All right, guys. What do we have to do first, though?
I'm glad to see it. Now I would appreciate it if you could.
I love the sorceress. I think she might be like my favorite character, guys.
Reach Clearfell. Find the miller.
Oh my gosh, I'm having some serious bugs with my visual. Did you see the staff didn't even appear? All right, remember, we are in hardcore now. Okay, so I will actually have to play careful. And I will have to go energy shield.
Power can hide.
We know this, correct? I can't go life armor poop. Although I was tanking the Geonor hit. You guys saw me tanking the Geonor hit? I was pretty pleased with that. I also like the visual design of the sorceress the best. Personally. What? I was dodging. BGG. Now remember, me and the bloated Miller, you know, he is a very challenging boss for me. If you guys recall, you know, there are accusations that I can't even beat the bloated Miller. Are they valid? I mean, we're about to find out, honestly. Look at that. Look at that. You see, he almost got me. See that? Gotta say, the sorceress, though, is the slowest bloated Miller, in my opinion.
The first step on my chosen path.
Alrighty. I assume it's spell damage. No, you can be a backseat gamer. I just don't use build guides.
You bore the mark of corruption. I know it.
That's pretty much it. You can say whatever you want, man. I just don't do build guides. I mean, I'm sure I will one day, but I just don't in general. It is 100% the slowest? Okay. If you proc shock each time it falls on Sork is fast. Yeah, see, I need to proc shock. Monk is slowest? Really?
There is a small trace of hope.
Take the safety. I should have taken energy shield. I'm confident in my abilities.
Burden is heavy.
Kind of.
He hides it well.
I think we're gonna do Ice Nova because I love Ice Nova. And everybody's gonna be like, you are crazy. Build guides are hard to read for me personally. I just like being in game most of the time. Like I could even plot out my own build.
She reminds me
Right?
of one of my sisters.
I could plot out my own build
boy. Anything take your fancy?
And then follow it. But I honestly just like to do it in game. I know this is blasphemy. I'd probably do the campaign even faster if I wasn't finicking around with my build. Where's Jared? Hardcore is easy if you just don't lag. Simple. I know that's the whole 2-monitor thing.
Still alive within this relic.
I suppose I just, for the most part, unless I'm like in endgame, seriously, was just blasting and I'm just chilling, I like to have my full attention be on the game itself. And if I have to constantly go out of game, I don't like the game. I think that's why I really like Clair Obscure too. I was just fully immersed in that game. And I do get that way with PoE2. Wow. Look at these wolves, guys. They do a lot of damage. Yep, Farham is today, you guys. I need armor and I need it fast. Farham is in less than 30 minutes. Yeah, Bira, I feel like I'm gonna wait a second before I go fight you. Looking at chat is so dangerous. We farming. Oh wow, Grillwood, okay. Guys, I'm having serious deja vu right now. And it's freaking me out. Has this happened before? I feel like I'm about to die. Posting Discord is fine. Did the bot tell you not to post in Discord? Yep, new hardcore character, my man. Alright, Bira just does not shut up. This is very stressful, guys. I need a pair of armor. I need some armor. I feel very, very squishy right now. Better. We're taking it chill, guys. I have pants now. Oh no. And yeah, look how much damage those guys do. Those guys do a crap load of damage. Those little boys. I am going to go Disciple of Varashta. I let the wheel decide. I wanted to play Wyvern. Chat really wanted me to try Disciple of Varashta. So as long as I can, you know, make it there, we're going to go Disciple of Varashta. My farthest hardcore solo self run so far has been Act 3. So it is definitely possible. Where's all my loot, GGG? Oh, there's some magic chests. There we go. Darn you, GGG. I need... Okay, I guess we're just going to Bira it up. Yeah, we're just going to Bira it up. No, my filter's on.
Invader! Istel! My pet's hunger! Rotten!
Fall before me.
Swell! Istel! Feed!
Easy, guys. It is way more intense, in my opinion, than just regular. No rare items. That is unlucky. That is unlucky beyond belief. Okay, we're going to go back to town and sell some crap, but I'll go to Mud Devourer first. I know, I was going to go Wyvern, I was going to go full ES, but we're going to go Disciple of Varashta, and I'm going to become a minion enjoyer. That's what's going to happen. Okay. Alright, so that means the Mud Burrow is over here, right? I believe that's what it means. It's on this side. Reset and farm her like a true ARPG player? No.
Disgusting.
I don't
Everything
play
is wet and
ARPGs.
vile in Ogham.
I should definitely just go buy some armor, though. I think I should be able to identify and sell at this point. I can frost bomb it up.
What have we? Anything take your fancy?
Alrighty. Do I have some regular white armor? Literally no white armor. It's all magic, so it's expensive. You bastard. Oh, +2 level melee skills. That's actually hilarious.
Deal.
Okay. Okay, too bad there's no white armor. We just wanted some white armor. And no white gloves either. We have movement speed. No movement speed. Wow, guys.
Till next time.
Age of Mythology playthrough. I've never played the Age of Mythology campaign.
I think it's charming.
Is that wild or what? Okay, so nothing in the shop for me. I only play multiplayer. But I love Age of Mythology. Alright, these guys are... Look how scary those guys are.
Get back.
Incredibly scary foes right there. Double checkpoint. It's about time to do it. Oh, whoa, whoa. Alright, sick. Get some energy shield up in this. Come on, something. Nothing. Rattling Scepter is my weapon for Disciple. I presume... Yeah, but I don't want to buy them now. It's going to be a while until I actually spec into that, yeah? I feel like I'm playing PoE2 as intended right now. Oh, my cold infusion, guys. Did you see that? I spec into minions right away as Disciple of Varashta. Oh, crap. Then I should have went the energy shield route, yeah? Interesting. Okay. So do I basically go witch at the very start? Basically pretend I'm a witch then, is what I should have done. Infusions should auto pick up when spawned. Well, then they should just turn into buffs. Ah, okay. So I actually shouldn't go this path at all. I should be going through energy shield. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Don't, no, I hear you. I get you. The pod kicks off in 20 minutes. Okay, I'll respect that. That's okay. I hear you, so I'll swap over to the minion stuff and everything. Okay. Yeah, that does make sense, actually. I thought we were just going to have to do a giga respec. I'm doing Timmy's Hardcore League. We downed Arbiter in the Second Wind Private League. Now we are trying to do Timmy's League, try to get, you know, reasonably far. But we just started. This is character 1.
The tail. Stay still.
Aww. Bro's auto-targeting used to be way crazier. They neutered my man. Oh, come on. Get stunned. Get stunned. Get stunned. Get stunned. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go.
I have wandered the Vestiri.
Oh, there we go.
This was
all right.
not a challenge.
+1 minion scepter. Comboing my RPG abilities. Yeah, I know. I'm comboing. I know. All right, but we're about to get away from the combo entirely. First, level 5. Oh, what a sick helm. Okay, nice. Okay. So, we are just going to do archers, I presume, then. Archers is the easy way, yeah? Where's it? Occult? Sniper. That's fine. Oh, it won't let me. I have to get superior. Okay.
Sorry, a fin makes
Rattling
fun
scepter. Let's see.
I think it's charming.
Lightning damage. I think lightning damage is good. Better than anything else that was here.
I hope it
Do lightning
helps.
damage. Got a scepter, and then we could equip a focus, but actually we can't. Do we have a wand we can buy? No, we do not. Yeah. All right. Do it. Yeah, flat. Yep, 100%.
Now is not the time
Okay.
for that.
So now it should let us. Yep. Oh, always plus minion levels, 100%. I think that I want to start with Unearth, though, instead of the snipers. I think I'm going to do Unearth. Yes, I got to increase the point values here, don't I, Lloyd? Oh, okay. I think that I'm going to start with Unearth, then I will get snipers afterward. I like the more active play style, so we're just going to replace this pretty much entirely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Unearth and Sniper, yeah. Yep.
Now this will
The support gem, guys.
I'll find some use for that.
Yep. I'm doing the Jin Ascendancy. You are bang on, my man. Goodbye Spark. Goodbye Ice Nova. Okay. Man. This is a poverty run so far, guys. I mean, surely I'm going to get a body armor to drop, right? Surely, right? I'm going to get a body armor.
That'll be useful.
We'll equip that when it comes.
Best
Go well.
Alright, I am going to... This is hardcore solo self-found. Not... Or sorry, this is not solo self-found. It's hardcore private league. Timmy's private league. I don't know if I could bring myself to Bureau Farm, even though it's the smart thing to do. I can't do it. I can't do it. I would log out if I was Bureau Farming, guys. I just don't enjoy that type of play, you know? It's hardcore trade. It's a private league.
flee, bitten beast.
I love Unearth, guys. Unearth is incredible. Like, these little minion guys are the coolest things.
Another of these ancient constructs. These function as
Also just very
beacons of
fell.
some sort.
Very chill. Minions is probably the ultimate relaxing playstyle, especially if you're not in hardcore. Like, I can just imagine this is just like you chilling. You're watching your little minions annihilate absolutely everything for you. It is probably peak experience, guys. Yeah, the pod with Farham is in a few minutes,
Vile
dudes.
sorcery hangs
We're gonna chat about all the stuff. Look how fast she's dying. Oh no, my buddies. I need corpses. I need monsters. Oh, we got vestments finally, guys. We got some vestments. Go kill her. Attack. I can direct them, right? What is my direct ability? Artificer's Orb.
Corrupted or
Sick.
not, your kind deserve no better.
Okay. I think we're good to use this on Unearth now. What is it? Skill? Is it, do we want them to last longer? Right? I think that's the way to go, right? They seem to expire really fast. The key binding? Right. Get yourself Contagion? Yes. Yes. Hey, Jason DM, what's happening, man? Maybe I just save. Yeah, see, save my support for sniper that I'm about to get. Yeah, I totally agree. I do agree with you. Okay. All right, Minion Army, let's go. Follow me to the end. I am gonna need you to kill some monsters for me, though. My mana is running out. Oh, we gotta focus. Look at that. You're so right, dude. I could get 2 more skeleton warriors. That's something that I didn't realize when I played minions for the very first time. When I was trying a little hardcore journey thing. That you could allocate more immediately.
My way forward is clear.
Go, some stocky mitts. Yeah, and then you allocate to snipers. Yep, 100%. Take them out, boys. We're chilling. We're super chilling. Yeah, I gotta look at the Varashta stuff. I actually haven't explored it at all since the release of it. I'm pretty hyped.
The very trees tremble with sickness.
I don't have any of my unearthed boys. This is gonna be a slow one, guys. Very slow. Look how slow the damage is, guys. Oh, can I turn these guys? Can I turn them into... Oh, yeah, let's go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Much faster. Oh, an axe. Very nice.
Back to the soil.
Yeah, I sold my spark like an idiot, Lloyd. I was like, oh, I won't need that. I'll just allow my minions to do the damage. And then I remembered. That actually doesn't happen very early on bosses because you run out of these guys. These guys will annihilate everything in their path, but they expire. Pod is in 6 minutes, so I'm actually going to go get a drink of water. And I'm just going to find the next waypoint. And I'm going to go get a drink of water. Zao, what's happening, man? 16 months, dude. How you doing? We took down Arbiter today on the private league, and now we're playing some hardcore. From hero to zero, pretty much. All right, we'll go in here. Playing some PoE1, it's strange after all this PoE2. I bet, man.
Blocked
I absolutely bet.
But I sense
Straight line, Yazin. Straight line. All right, guys. I am going to go get a drink of water. Use the bathroom. I will be back momentarily for the pod. All right. Be right back. Well, I ended up just drinking 3 cups of water and then forgetting the water downstairs. I've also discovered that my window is frozen shut because it is -16 Fahrenheit right here, according to my computer. So we are just gonna toast in here, guys. It's gonna get nice and toasty because PoE2 still massively heats up my computer. So yeah. Ha 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 ha. Good one. Windows does love to freeze, my man. 100% Zao. All right. We should be getting Farham in here. He was just getting some tea. And then we are down to chat. All right, let me get my list. Flashbang. Oh my goodness, so bright, so bright. I'll list the little questions up here. That right there. Okay. I am in the Midwestern United States. The United States is getting a huge cold freeze. So, all right. It's supposed to be quite bad. quite bad. Yeah, it's a blizzard and just cold because a lot of times it's just a blizzard, but it's also paired with this ridiculous cold. I have a 4090, a 9953 XD, an AMD 9953 XD, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 4 SSDs, some motherboard. I have the top of the line PC. I also have 4K. I run it in 4K. So, hey, Suna, what's happening, man? All right, Farham is good to go. We're going to pop right in. It's the Still Sane Podcast, everybody. Here we go. Thank goodness for Discord. Am I right? Can I get a Discord hallelujah? Hallelujah to Discord. Hey.
Hello.
What's up? Whoa. Whoa. That's some snazzy camera work you just did there.
Yeah, I wasn't calling you a loser or anything. It zoomed in wrong. I think everything this time, and I shouldn't sound like I'm in a bathroom.
No, I think you sound. I need to get better at calling that out. I did it with Zero, the last pod, and he actually had been using his webcam mic for all of his podcasts. He didn't even know, I believe.
Yep.
So all of his guest appearances.
That's what mine had done. My Discord had just reset everything just before the pod as well. And I'm always sitting on Discord using the microphone. I don't know why I did it last time. I reset my PC for the first time.
Dude, it's happened to me so many times. So no sweat. You sound great now. I just adjusted your volume. How you doing today, man? You doing?
Yeah,
okay?
Man. All good. All good. Yeah. Got out for my sister's birthday tonight, so it's probably going to be a heavy one.
Oh, okay. You guys big drinkers, or you other stuff?
See how the party goes, you know.
Oh my gosh! All right. Well, that sounds fun.
Mostly drinking.
Okay. Is it cold there? Is it as cold as it is here, or is it like kind of normal winter vibes?
Nah, it's like I don't know how cold it is there. It's like 2 degrees here. We use Celsius. We don't use freedom units.
Right.
I don't know what that is in freedom units.
Okay, freedom units 2 Celsius. What? That's probably like 40 degrees Fahrenheit or something. Somebody smarter than me in the chat will know. But
that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's -16 here right now, which I think somebody said. What is it? -26 Celsius. What it is here. That sucks. That really sucks.
It doesn't get that cold here. It's like the coldest it gets is like -5, and then we all complain about it. And the hottest it gets is like 27, and then we all complain about that as well.
Wow. Yeah, dude. That's a swing.
Unless it's exactly 20 degrees, we just fucking moan. That's the British way.
Yeah, the cold I'd be more fine with if it wasn't paired with all the snow, but the snow is ridiculous. It's like so dangerous, and everybody seems to forget how to drive in the snow when snow hits. Either people forget how to drive, or they're intentionally just risky with all their maneuvers, man.
Over here, everyone slows down by like 20 miles per hour, but still just manages to crash into everything when it snows. It's terrible. It is because it happens for like 1 week of the year, and everyone it's like.
So I had to drive into work on Tuesday this week. They would like me to come into the office once a month now. Poo me. Oh, okay. But I chose the worst day, dude. It took me, I kid you not, 2 hours and 34 minutes to get to my office. Yeah.
Is it out of state or something?
No, dude. No, it's only 60 miles down the highway. But there was a snowstorm mixed with ice rain. Look, kitty. And the worst scenario possible. There were at least 8 crashes on my way there. The highway was a sheet of ice, so I was driving at 30 miles an hour, but it was abysmal. And then the way home, it was like an hour and a half. So I was in the car for almost 4 hours that day. And they wonder why I don't want to drive into the office. Come on.
I have a similar drive, literally down the motorway, about 75 miles. And I have to go once a week, and I just...
It's the worst. Are you more productive in the office? Because I am 100%. Dude, I guess maybe it's different because I'm only going once a month. But I swear, everybody wants to talk to me when I'm in the office. And like, I'm not getting anything done, you guys. This is crazy.
Yeah, I end up just going in for a day of meetings. So it's same. I'd either be sitting in the meetings on the phone or I'm sitting in the meetings in the office. But yeah.
Get it. I think it's antiquated for a lot of businesses. I think everything can be done online at this point, and they need to let the real estate go. That's with my company. I think one of the big parts is that they purchase their own building. It's not like a slot in an office building or anything. They have their own structure, and the former CEO like bought it himself, and I think he's still paying off the debt. So it's like he does not. We don't want to let it go, you know.
It might have lost a lot of its resale value as well. So he's like, oh shit,
dude, that's probably not good, especially now. Yeah. All right. Nobody has complained that you are too quiet or too loud in chat, so I will double check. Chat. How does Farham sound? Good. Look at that. You have such a pretty cat. Good. Excellent. Does she have bits of orange throughout her?
No, she's all black. She's got one white whisker now.
What?
But she's all black.
Oh, it's just a trick of the lighting? It looks like she has patches of orange.
No, it's just probably it's probably my OnlyFans. I mean, yeah, not that. It's probably my ring light.
Wait, what? What?
You know the ring lights?
Yeah, but you said OnlyFans first. What is that?
So I was going to say, I was going to call it one of those lights. I was call it an OnlyFans light.
What's an OnlyFans? I'm
one
very
of these circular
innocent.
Beckers. These ones.
Do people use those on OnlyFans? I know what OnlyFans is. What is that, like a thing?
I don't know. I assume so.
Is it just like the cheapest way to get a good good light for your phone camera or something? Is that why? They're just like, we're not going to invest in a camera. We're just going to use my phone. I'm going to take these things and they're going to be here on my iPhone and cloud storage.
And someone's going to hack my cloud and then life's going to end.
Soon as calling you out in the chat forum. He's like, I assume. You're saying you assume. Oh, okay. All right.
Those are ring lights for TikTok. Thank you, Omega. Yeah. I meant TikTok. TikTok ring light. TikTok light. It's TikTok light. That's a much more family-friendly name.
TikTok, slightly larger than OnlyFans. I hear OnlyFans is catching up. And it worries me personally, but that's okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'll cross that bridge.
I don't think this is a let's politically debate the state of the world stream, though, right?
You're so right. You're so right. Let me bring up all the questions. Let's change the topic. Okay. I'll do a little intro. People said you were good. All right. I'll do a little countdown and we'll hop right into the actual Path of Exile 2 talk. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Exiles. Welcome to another episode of the Still Sane podcast. I am here with Farham to discuss Path of Exile 2's 0.4 patch, our reception to it, our thoughts surrounding all the happenings with the Second Wind League, the economy, and what's happening in the future with PoE2. Surely there's an update coming out in April, right? GGG. Farham, I want to get us started with first impressions of the patch. What were your honest feelings when Beta the Val hopped into the game?
I've got to cast myself back to the league start, and I would definitely have classified myself as a net detractor from the league mechanic for sure. I was bitching and moaning about it quite a lot, being in the way of the campaign experience. When I went in there, it's got like 10 mobs in it, and 2 of them are hiding in the corners of these rooms that I have to run around the entire room looking for them. Yeah, and I found the whole thing really, really frustrating, and I was bitching and moaning about it a lot for the first week. And I would actually, retrospectively, I probably should have given it the time of day straight away because I wasn't really fair to it or Jonathan and his fantastic coding. He should definitely code more League mechanics.
Okay, so you actually didn't enjoy the campaign. See, I was a campaign fan. You just were frustrated with like the mob placement and all that stuff.
Yeah, the few times we did it, because we leveled through the campaign as a group as well, and then we were going straight into group content, and it just wasn't immediately scaling into group content without some investment, and it just felt like it was in the way, and then only one of us was getting energy. The energy wasn't distributing properly, and I think there was some issues that were compounded by us being in a 6-man that maybe probably wouldn't have experienced if I was playing it solo.
100%.
So,
you were ahead of the curve, though, because, you know, once you get to endgame, group play. Ooh, wow. Group play in the temple. I've seen some crazy clips.
Yeah, but we went straight down the Abyss path. I thought the way they introduced Abyss into core was awesome. And I was really shouting about how good that was. How the tablets worked, how you could juice up with the effectiveness. That all seemed really, really good. And we had a good time doing that for the first sort of week, 10 days anyway. So
yeah.
It was nice to see how they made those mechanics core and how well that
before we pop more into the League mechanic, the end game, what are your thoughts on the feel of it right now? Because I'd argue that it's actually pretty great. I think the precursor tablet change was actually quite powerful and a great change overall, especially the rare precursor tablets. Once you actually unlock that by beating the Arbiter of Ash, that transformed the end game for me personally, and I've been hooked. I played this league more than any other league in the past. I just got my second character to level 92, and he just downed the Arbiter of Ash in second wind this morning on the stream. Are you feeling the same way with either in solo play, group play, or is it kind of more of the same as 03, 02, 01?
I've actually got 2 characters to level 100 this league.
Played a lot.
And it's probably a league I've played more than any other, but I've been fully engaged with the temple mechanic on all my characters. The rare tablets, they were really good, and there was some really awesome ways to set up for solo farms and stuff that I was looking at in the first couple of weeks. And they definitely added a lot of I think having the 4 mods on the tablets definitely added a lot of juice to the maps, and I think that's a good step forward. I don't know whether they should lock it behind the Arbiter. I don't know whether maybe it should be an easier unlock than that, because it is quite well. I don't know. It's a pivotal change when you get it, and how juicy your maps are and how juicy you can make them. You can start combining things like rarity and effectiveness and making some fun things happen with the drops. So
it's the swinginess with Arbiter is the whole thing with me. So I made a recent video basically saying, hey, the path to Arbiter is very RNG. The video only has like 16,000 views, 500 comments, and people in it's one or the other. It's, I'm level 95 and I just got my first Citadel. I'm level 94. I haven't found a Citadel. I've gone straight out in the line. I want to get the rare tablet unlocked, but I can't find any. I just got to buy the keys. And then on the other end, it's not finding Citadels. These people, they're stupid. What? They're lying. They're lying in the comments. All these people. The Citadels are very easy. Come on. GGG keeps buffing the drop rates. And that tells me that it's just random. Just people having bad seeds. The Citadels being right outside the fog. People choosing to go straight when they should have gone to the left and then straight.
If they'd zigzagged a little bit, they would have just uncovered just enough of the fog. But that in itself, I think that is a bit of a problem. I think it being locked behind something that you have to find in a procedurally generated atlas is a problem. I think the Path of Exile 1 had some great systems. You know, you do a number of maps in a zone, and then you fight a pinnacle boss, and then that gives you a key, and you do that across so many zones, and then you can put the keys together. That sort of do a number of something, and then you can proceed is a lot fairer. And then you've got a set goal, and it's a lot less frustrating. I'm not a big fan of the Atlas anyway. I think it was thematic in 0.1 because, you know, you left Act 3, and then you're still in the past, right? And then that's not really where we are anymore, and it feels kind of weird and kind of. I hope they change it in 0.5. And things are a bit more
Ooh, I want to dig into that a little bit. Okay. I think I may have been convinced by grinding your games with the Infinite Atlas, with changes, of course. One of the big ones being, like you just said, the path to Arbiter. I feel like there are deterministic ways to do, especially your first one. I think one of the easiest ways is like when you, I don't know, complete your first tower, or when you visit the Burning Monolith for the first time, you just get the nearest citadel lit up. You know, Doriani says, "Oh, look to the north. There is a citadel there that has Geonor in it." And it moves your map. You know, he does this little cinematic. It moves your map from the Burning Monolith to the Iron Citadel, which is, you know, 4 screens north. Boom. And there's a cluster there. You know there's a cluster there. And he'll be like, "Oh, there are 2 other citadels nearby, blah, blah." Right? I think that'd be great. And very simple. And it keeps with the exploration aspect of the Atlas. Now, that's what I wanted to ask you about. What do you not like about the Atlas? Do you just not like the theme? Do you not like that it is infinite? Do you not like the exploration?
I don't like that it's infinite. I really don't. This league, I think it's been even worse, because this league I've just been running maps, going in, finding the energy, and then closing the map and using the jumping tower.
Grand Project?
Grand Project, yeah, that allows you to jump to any map. Just been running those, and I've run a lot of maps. Like a real lot of maps, and it just grey squares whenever I go anywhere on it. It doesn't load very well, and yeah, it's the change you just proposed is interesting, because that solves like one of the main problems I see with it, which is there's no deterministic way to progress down what you have to gain things like map power and you know, juicing power. And I think the way you've just proposed that's quite an easy solve, right? And it still keeps with that theme of having this sort of feeling of exploration, which is a cool feeling when you're looking for your nexus and things like that. But then it starts to sort of, pick a direction and go in a line is the most efficient way, and it's
right. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what they do with all the quest progressions for 0.5, because Mark and Jonathan have both stated, hey, we know that there's an issue with just the way that you're pathing through the game. You know, you get to end game and it's like, oh, you got to go kill Zesht right now. Like, and there's no real, like, not a mini boss. There's not like mini encounters. And it sounds like they really want to build that out for each of the league mechanics. And I presume they're also going to do that for the main quest, which is Arbiter, while introducing, you know, better ways to progress. All the different, well, Arbiter is the only standalone, I guess, right now, where it's very random. All the others, I would argue, you can determine that you farm splinters, right? In the league, they're all splinters
right
now.
Tablets.
Right, exactly. You just run that content. You will get it. You will 100% get it. With Arbiter, it's the only random one. I kind of like the world that we were in 0.1, honestly. They're all a little different. It was interesting, and I don't know if they're going to do that once they flesh out the quest system, you know, with Olroth, right? I think it's Olroth, right? For Expedition, you would have to randomly find the boss, essentially. There were no runic splinters, okay? For King of the Mists, it was you had to find the audience with a king. Zesht was the only one, if I recall correctly, with the splint, and then there's Simulacrum with splinters, right? Yeah. I like that there's like instead of a unified system, I did like that there was uniqueness to every system. We'll see what they do. You're right. It's gonna How big do you think this is going to be? I know we'll get to the temple, because I know you're a snake god, but how big do you think the 0.5 is going to be? Like, I feel like there's a lot more because they delayed. There's a lot riding on it from the player perspective, and I'm sure GGG also feel like, oh crap, this has to be good.
At the moment, I think there's 2 things that I believe 0.5 they've already confirmed is going to be focused at the end game, with 0.6 focused at the campaign. I think that was in one of the interviews. I didn't dream it. But if 0.5 is going to be focused at the end game, I think the key thing that they need to bring up to speed, I suppose, is what was introduced and put in as a stopgap in 0.1. So Simulacrum, Breach, Expedition, and Ritual. Those 4 mechanics, which were sort of, oh god, we've got to put something in so there's an end game, because I think some game went live without an end game and got dragged just before PoE2. So they forced an end game in. We've now had some pretty good end game content added in the form of Abyss and then Temple. Abyss has then gone core, and it feels really good, as I said earlier, as a core mechanic. But slowly, over all of the nerfs that have been added in since that have come in from 0.1, I think a lot of what was good about at least the drops in Breach and Simulacrum, like they're kind of gone. Certainly not there. You're hunting for like very, very specific drops, and mostly those lineage supports now.
Yeah.
But if there was just something that sort of changed those mechanics so they're a bit more in depth, like different Breach bosses with different loot tables, Simulacrum maybe not always taking you to clear fell and having maybe a different progression path. Expedition kind of does actually feel in a good place, but I'm sure they could think of a way to spruce it up. I just can't.
Right.
And Ritual as well. I think again, Ritual kind of feels in a good place, but I never really liked Ritual anyway, so I don't really engage with it.
Yeah, I think you're right on the mark there. It's going to be a new league mechanic that probably is on the size of Rise of the Abyssal, Fate of the Val, and then the goal is to bring up all those other ones, which
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a new league mechanic. If they put all the work in bringing those up to speed, that would be a lot to pull in, as well as a new league mechanic.
No, you heard Jonathan. Jonathan's opinion on this is like his opinion on not doing mid-league changes now. We got to do it. We got to do it. It does not sound like
does that mean Jonathan's going to get his hands dirty and give us something as broken as release Temple again? Because that would be awesome.
Okay. All right. Take me through your saga with the Temple, man. All right. How engaging did this thing feel? Because on my YouTube feed, every day for the past month, I have seen, snake session time. Oh, I've got a giant snake. Oh, long snake going, blah, 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 snake going. So bring me through how you and your friends have been enjoying this mechanic, dude.
Well, so, I didn't really engage with it, and as I said, I was a net detractor for the first week. It was getting in the way of what we were trying to do and run Abyss. It wasn't really working as a 6-man. And then it was Milky that released a video sort of explaining how you could chain these things. And Milky's video was really good, but I refused to watch it out of a stubbornness until Gondi eventually got me to watch it. But by this time, I'd made a complete fucking mess of my first temple. I was sitting live, and people were like, "Dude, you the quickest thing you can do to restart this is just make a new character." And I was like, I really, this is terrible. I'm in a terrible place emotionally. So we got to this point where I was like, I know what I need to do, but I'm in this shit situation where I can't really do it. And this is when like the Holton cheese and everything was there. So I'm in this sort of ethical conundrum in my own head where I'm like, do I do the Holton cheese to fix this? And decided not to, and then was sitting on stream, and it's the first time I've ever rage quit a stream, and it was like 6 o'clock at night, and I was like, do you know what, I can't do this. I can't sit here and destroy this snake this slowly. So I closed stream, but I got was talking to the guys. I was like, can someone just help me fix this? And we sat, and for about 10 hours we did the Holton cheese. We did the Holton cheese, but we didn't do it to build a new temple. We did it to destroy the one that was there, because there should have just been a reset temple button, and there wasn't. I didn't want to make a new character. So all I'm doing is going in with the energy, running out and pressing reset temple. I'm not putting any rooms down. I'm just letting one room go back at a time. Just one room, one room, one room, one room, one room, all the way back to the start. And that's why I'm doing the Holton cheese. And then I went back on stream the next day, and we started building and started building the temple properly and ethically. And we spent a week building this temple. We got it. It was pretty good. Like, we'd run it as a group, and we'd get like 200 divines out of it. It was fine.
Insane.
It didn't use any of the tech or anything like that. And everything was going great. And it got to the Friday, and like all the guys were back. We were on a 6-man. People had just come back from holiday, and like we're just chatting shit on Discord. And I just hear this noise from one of the guys, and I hadn't realized what I'd done. But when I was building out the snake while we were talking, I'd connected the two ends of my two snakes. And this was on a Friday when everyone had just come back, and it's the first time we'd experienced the temple as a proper 6-man, as all the officers. So the first snake exploded, and I'm sitting there going, that's okay, we'll just build a new snake. I actually quite enjoyed that. We'll try and do all this Russian tech and stuff. So building the snake for like an hour. All of a sudden, chat's lighting up. Patch, 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 patch. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Whatever the patch is fine. Go read the patch notes. You can now only lock tier 3 rooms. And I had, in the last hour, blown up my first snake. So everyone's panicking, and I'm like, oh shit, what am I going to do now? I don't really have a choice now. I don't have a Giga Snake from before. I don't have... So I'm like, I'm going to have to go through the process of making a snake, only locking tier 3 rooms, which I spent the whole weekend doing. And I made a bunch of videos about it. And I was like, guys, it's still possible, but you've got to do all the moves like this, and you've got to plan like this. And I made all these videos. It was all fine. And then GGG reversed the change on Monday anyway. So just ended up building a Giga Snake in the end. But started a new character to build the Giga Snake. I was like, do you know what? It's new character time, and things have blown up and stuff. So... And then build it with all the silly tech, and yeah, it was really fun.
Like peaks and valleys, dude. Peaks and valleys, like just whoop, 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 like that.
It really was. It really was. And the fact that the guild had like helped with building this temple, and then I'd blown it up the day we were all back. It was, yeah. And then GGG changed things. Oh god, that was a chaotic weekend.
Oh yeah.
The forums were absolute. I couldn't stop reading the forums that weekend. The disaster.
I've never seen people as upset as they were about not only the Holton stuff, but the economy. And to be fair, Farham, I know we talked about that. You probably know my opinion, but I said, Holton, exploit, ban them. And I've changed my opinion on it because GGG is not banning people. So I don't think it's an exploit. I've changed my mind. Clever use of unintended game mechanics. Well, because if they're not banning, it's not an exploit. Steel Mage actually convinced me of that. He was like, dude, if GGG is not enforcing crap like that, then you can't, it's not an exploit. It's not a game exploit, because exploits are against like TOS. You can't get banned for those. So
it was actually more efficient to run it using to run it in maps as a solo with a fast moving character. It's more efficient to get your energy that way, especially once GGG had finished the changes when they increased the number of crystals. But I mean, even before the Holton cheese, because the Holton involves you having to run with a lower level character, so you needed someone to boost you. Yes. Half the time you wouldn't get the energy. The mobs that would actually spawn on the thing sometimes would bug out and just turn into like they're flying. Sometimes you get the dudes that turn into the bats. And they would just keep flying in bat form, and they just wouldn't land. It would just take ages, and it was just really inefficient and frustrating. So, yeah, I think it's annoying to see, especially when it then gets changed, and then you can't do it. But there was lots of other ways to light radius meta. I mean, light radius was a whole thing this league. It was awesome.
Yeah. Would you say this is your favorite league mechanic added so far in PoE2, or does Abyssal still top that list?
No, I think this was my most fun league mechanic. It's really, I liked the meta progression. I liked that there was something going on beyond just building your character. And actually, because of the way the effectiveness scales monster toughness, there was actually a reason to really push characters to be a lot stronger than there has been. In other leagues, it's like, right, I just need to just one-shot this boss, 13 million health. The rares have got a lot more than 13 million health in that temple, or effectively, because of effectiveness. And there's like a reason to push the characters. So it just felt, really engaging. And like there was a lot more to do in terms of build. And then obviously building the temples, like if you're building one of the ones with all the illegal Russian tech and the Roman roads and all that, it's like a 30, 40 hour project. Or well, 23 hours if you've got a Temporalis, and you've got 40 hours if you're me and slow. But
right. Would you obviously you want to see it core in 0.5? What would you change about it? What do you think should change?
Well, at the moment, I mean, it's caused rampant inflation, right? And unless you've got one of those temples, it's really hard to keep up on any raw divine drops, which kind of pushes just a lot of normal mapping strats just out. I think it just needs its loot reduced. If they reduce the amount of loot to a quarter of what it is now, or even a fifth, I think it would be competitive, engaging, and not cause rampant inflation. That's all it's really done. It's just caused crazy inflation.
Yeah, with the divines. Yeah, I'm kind of pushing like nerf divine drop, nerf maybe like people are getting 2 headhunters or something a temple. Sometimes
I got 4 in one run last night.
run.
So I've started testing using character rarity, and I'm dropping, like, I've gone to 150 character rarity with a 1,700% rarity temple, and all of a sudden I'm dropping like multiple tribal masks, loads of headhunters every run, as well as like 60 divines. It's not affecting the divine drops, but it's affected everything else.
Wow.
Do some tests on it. Actually, it's some interesting first findings worth exploring.
I saw headhunters were down to like 2 div yesterday.
Yeah,
which is wild.
the only way they're worth money is if you double corrupt them with resistances,
Right.
double resistances. Otherwise, they're just worthless. It's crazy.
This league mechanic, I think, once balanced a little bit more, I think will slot really well into the core game. And like you said, it's a great way to push your character. I even feel that with my characters. That's like when I was playing with my Smith of Kitava, it's way harder than a regular map. Even with I don't have a snake. I don't have any snake. I'm just throwing a temple together. But I'm putting lots of rooms in it, and I'm trying to do the connections, and it feels tough. I like it. I really like it. It's very different from the typical mapping experience. So that being said, have you felt like any burnout at all creeping in on this, or are you good? You're just like April.
Quite good. So I'm
going.
thinking about making a negative rarity temple now on a completely different character. So, and I'm now also thinking about testing character rarity impact, because the numbers are so high that we should be able to test this relatively quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got some ideas and stuff I just want to look at. I'm just interested to see. I'm pretty sure they changed quite a bit about rarity this league. I'm just not sure what they changed.
Yeah, the rarity debate it's rampant. There's a lot of people. I saw a video a few days ago. Can't recall the creator's name, but it was like, rarity is not. There's no problem. Rarity. You're misunderstanding rarity, and it was all about negative rarity farming. Which my brother showed me the strat last night, dude. What people are like buying negative rarity, Venter's Gambles. So my brother bought 6 quad tabs of regular rings and 2,000 Omen of the Ancients or something. And he's just going through and he's trying to get Venter's Gamble, and he's divining them, or he's looking for negative rarity and then divining them to negative rarity. And he was just listing them for like 3 to 20 div for these Venters. He made like a couple hundred div in 10 minutes. I was like, bro, what is happening?
I brought one off Mr. 9 Lives for 950 divines yesterday.
Holy what? See? But then me, while he's doing this, dude, I drop an exceptional base, white, two sockets, Siren Scale gloves, and it has a red name. And I've never seen a red tag on the Never Sink loot filter. And I'm like, whoa, red? What is going on? So I go, it was red and black. I'm like, all right, time to price check. In second win, people are listing it for 500 div. I go to the main league. It's like 450, 475 div for this base. Yep. It's selling like hotcakes. I'm like, what is going on? It's crazy. That's why people are doing negative rarity.
Yep. All the min-maxing.
Yeah, 100%.
It's that time of the league. Negative rarity comes in as a farm. I find it looks like about 2-3 weeks in, people are starting to pay quite big prices for bases. It's as soon as they've got, I would pay for that extra socket,
Right.
5 to 12 fizz damage does sound quite appealing.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of extra armor, all that. Yeah, and you have all the crafting currencies like hoarded, ready to go. Now you just need the start of the project. I had this debate with 0 Point Flux the other day. He was pro PoE1 crafting. I like the feel of PoE2 better. And honestly, until I started crafting a few items yesterday and the day before, so after my chat with him, and I was working with my brother and my friends on doing it because they've been doing it all league. And I really just don't, I just slam crap. But I was actually doing it step by step and just praying, kind of. And it is so much fun. And I like that the white bases are valuable. And it adds a whole nother level of chase items to the game. Because you have your crafting currencies, you have your like chase uniques, you have just good drops from the ground, and then you have these white items that will remain valuable the entire league no matter what. I actually really like that system compared to PoE1 now that I'm actively engaging with it, and I got to think about it after he challenged me on it, which I appreciated. I know you've played PoE1. I know you may have more hours in PoE2 than PoE1 at this point, but what do you like better? Do you like the whole PoE1 process of like spamming the alterations, hundreds, thousands on one item, using scourings once you hit bad mods when it's rare and just restarting on that same item? Or do you like that there's hundreds of thousands of bases that need to be picked up, sold, crafted on, and you're done pretty much if you screw up the base? Too bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can always restart, right? Because you can annul it back and start again most of the time, unless you hit a bad fracture, of course, and then you fecked. But I still am not a huge fan of collecting all of like the like going out and collecting a load of eye level 82 white bases and just like a load of Sekima sandals or something like that, and then selling them for 50x each. I find it laborious going in and out the map, picking them up. But at the same time, I think that the exceptional bases and chasing the exceptional bases, well, that's almost like chasing tier 0 uniques, where you're looking just for maybe 1 or 2 drops across like a couple of maps or something like that, or a couple of drops in a temple. That's got a level of excitement, but for me, I'm still like, well, I miss the alteration orbs because I don't want to be. I'd like some easier ways to craft that base, and I suppose both have a place, right? I personally don't like picking up the white bases. I just don't do that farm. There's plenty of people that do. Not every farm's for every person, right? I don't like the inventory management side of things. I just, as I said, find it annoying. I don't like the stash management side of things. Find it slightly annoying myself. So tend not to engage with those sorts of farms. But yeah, I think they've got a place, and if they're not going to bring in alteration orbs and that sort of thing, then these things have even more of a place.
I also think the addition of the perfect Og and Trans last league also helped quite a bit. Those are super, super powerful, I've found. I never get mid rolls. I haven't done mass crafts, but the crafts that I have participated in the past few days, I've hit well. So my bias is pretty clear because I've never bought a full tab, or I've never collected a full tab of the boot. I'm just doing a couple items, now and experiencing it. So maybe that'll change, because I'm jaded about PoE1 because I have participated in the, all right, I am putting 3,000 alteration orbs in this item. I'm going to click here, and I don't even have the scroll wheeler, so it is literally me left clicking like this, and I've rolled over like T1 fizz and crap like that on stuff before. So I don't know. I might feel differently in a few weeks, is all I'm saying. But right now, I prefer the PoE2 system. Okay.
It is a bit more deliberate. The PoE2 system is a bit more deliberate. Every click is more deliberate. And I get that. It feels like you're making something rather than you're just sitting there trying to read as fast as you can, which actually can be a bit headache-inducing in PoE1.
Headache-inducing, indeed.
Just taking in that line, all those lines of information, which you do have to read.
Right. So. Yes, you do. You do. Sometimes your brain moves slower than your finger, and it's just disaster.
Especially as I've crossed the wrong age of 35. Yeah, that started to happen a bit more often.
My wife just turned 30, so she has joined you, Farham, into the 30s. I'm still 28, so I got a long time. But I don't think 30, 35, that's not... Once you hit, sorry, anybody in chat, I think 50, you're like, okay, now I'm middle age, right?
Yeah, that's when you get the sports car.
That's when you get the sports car.
Yeah.
When you get the sports car and no, I'm not going to make that joke.
I think someone made it in chat. I think you're fine. I don't think you need to make it.
There you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was going to do a callback to the pre-pod with the little ring light thing. So yeah, but we don't need to do that. Okay, you've mentioned that you've restarted your character at least once so far. Farm, you might make another. What builds have you played so far in 0.4? What'd you start with?
Well, I was absolutely set on League start of doing Hollow Palm Invoker. I planned it all out before League start. I was like, it'll work, it'll be fine. You just go crit, and it'll just work to get you to end game, and that worked. And then I just played it safe and did Falling Thunder Invoker, which can just one-shot bosses. But it was fine for Temple, but there wasn't quite enough area. So the most annoying thing was the things in the corner of Temple. So the problem I wanted to solve was hitting everything in Temple. So Whirling Assault looked pretty good, but the Invoker couldn't get it big enough. So I switched over to a Smith of Kitava. But I've basically just been min-maxing the shit out of Whirling Assault the entire league.
Okay.
Now I have a level 40 Whirling Assault build on the Smith, and it,
level 40?
Stack up. Yeah.
What is that max gem level that you
Yeah.
get right now? Wow.
Yeah.
What's the
And you get
AoE like
more,
on that? Is that screen wide?
It is screen wide, yes. It goes up to 6.9, which is interesting.
Very
but then
interesting.
with-
Very nice.
But with when you get the headhunter buffs, you can no longer see the whirling assault. You just see the guy pirouetting around the middle of the screen. You don't really see anything. Everything's just taking damage. It's really, really like visual clarity is amazing.
Incredible. Yeah, I'm sure with your 6-man group in the temple, visual clarity is at absolute peak. Okay, sure.
Well, I was doing a lot more solo recently, but people were bringing
Okay.
things like calamity bears and stuff, and meteors falling down, and comets everywhere, and it was a bit of a mess. Yeah.
Just with one, I find it difficult on my bear. So wolf has been nice. Visual clarity has been pretty decent on the wolf. I like that. Pretty simple, pretty concise. So the invoker monk, I was kind of shocked. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I kind of wanted to pull them up. Did that die this league? I have not seen besides you, Farham, anybody talk about open palm. I know you started with it and you swapped, but
so Hollow Palm got like really, really nerfed. It was really only good last league because of all the attack speed stacking you could do. And they just nerfed the shit out of that. So, but it still does really good damage through campaign where you're not stacking attack speed. You're just going on all the skill gem damage. So it can basically get in, and that scales all the way up to level 20 really well. So it can get you into endgame and kill all the pinnacle bosses basically for free. You can do it with SSF gear, which is why I like to league start it, because if I happen to have a shit league start and forget to play the market or do anything like that, which I always do, then I can just have no divines and be fine. Make some divines from killing some stuff later.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've talked about this. I'm going to skip around in the questions a little bit because I think we talked about quite a bit of it. But this league, you mentioned that you had your first rage quit moment ever on stream. It was your first rage quit on stream ever?
Yeah.
Okay. So as someone who also, I didn't rage quit, but I released my first angry video ever due to being mad at the game and due to other stuff.
Yeah.
How did you kind of like rebound from that? Was it just like was it just you saying, all right, that was kind of silly. We're coming back tomorrow. We're coming back tomorrow, boys. Or walk me through that.
I was kind of lucky because all the guys were sitting on Discord, so I just jumped off the stream and just jumped back into Discord with them. I gave myself 10-15 minutes to just think that I've got two choices here. I can either engage with the league mechanic and try and make content about it, or I can not do that. I thought, so yeah, I just went and spoke to the guys. Asked if one of them happened to have a bit of time to help. They did, and then
you just need to give into your Holton dark urges. Is all that needed to happen. Is what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah. Just sort of talk through the ethics of what we were doing while we were doing it, which just sort of settled my mind on it a bit.
This is okay. This is okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Oh,
and it was. Yeah.
No, I feel you. I feel you. How were viewers enjoying everything this league? Were there more, people upset than usual? Were people pretty chill in your streams? How did you find their experience?
Honestly, it did feel almost reactive to how I was, which kind of makes sense, because in the first week I was bitching and moaning about the league mechanic, and people were bitching and moaning about the league mechanic with me.
Right.
And then, as it changed to me being a bit more positive about it, people got a bit more positive about it, and then the Discord started filling up of pictures of people's snakes, and I've got this far around the snake, and I've got this far around the snake, and yeah, about 3 weeks in, everyone started to get a lot more positive about the league mechanic, working with the league mechanic, getting the divines out, enjoying it. There's been a couple of people that are like, no, do you know what? People have generally been positive.
Yeah.
Especially the last sort of couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, I think so.
There was a period where people were quite negative when the lock change and then changing the temples so that the multipliers worked a different way. There were people a bit upset about that, but I think that I was a bit upset about that as well, because I've got to undo this and then redo this bit again, and rethinking everything mid-league is not fine.
Yeah, GGG, listen, I'm glad they reverted that change. That was rough. The lock one, what I'm touching on, that was a rough
the lock one was particularly rough. I think they had to change how the temples worked and how those rooms multiplied together, because we were crashing maps, and this was happening regularly to everyone.
Yeah.
Especially it was too much loot, and it was hitting some sort of breakpoint,
and the
servers were
servers
crashing.
Yeah, they mentioned that. I think in one of the first updates that, hey guys, you're breaking the servers. We got to chill out. Jonathan was going wild. Okay, with C. He was just in there. He was in his what is it called, an IDE. Man, I haven't coded in so long, and he was just going hard, about at Zeri and the Val, just going in. He went a little too far. You mentioned
if the numbers reach 8,000%, that's fine. 8,000% is a perfectly normal number.
That is the cap. 8,000 is a good cap, right? Right. Okay, let's go.
That's good.
No, I gotta imagine. I mean, I know they did buff it, but I think it would have been fine unbuffed, obviously. I gotta imagine, John. I wonder if they did testing beforehand. They're like, yeah, this is super rewarding. Maybe they figured out the snake. I don't know if they figured out the snake, but they had to have known, oh yeah, once people get to a level of investment, this is super rewarding. And I can only imagine them the first, week and a half, you see some of the top streamers, some of the top farmers saying, this is a dog mechanic. It's not rewarding. It's the worst. This league's going to die. This is bad. And then GGG does the panic buff, hotfix C or whatever. And right around then, people figured out, oh, not dog. Oh, this is the best mechanic ever in terms of raw rewards. Holy crap! So I'm just trying to imagine from like their perspective, like sitting back and thinking. I wonder if they knew that it was rewarding and they buffed it anyway, and they're like, players aren't going to figure it out, or if they were like, oh, maybe it's not rewarding. Let's buff it. It's like trying to think from the game dev's perspective.
They're probably, a lot of people were experiencing it, I guess, with a low number of rooms, and they wanted to buff that end of it, but it soon rocketed into people figuring out the super juicy temples, and then by the time all those numbers multiplied together, I'm sure the numbers would have been fine to start with, and it probably would have been kind of balanced, and everything just got stupidly inflated.
It's so fascinating. It's unlike many. What is the last one? Delve. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, guys. But I would argue, since Delve, which was 2017, this is the first league mechanic in almost a decade that required a lot of time in for it to be ridiculously rewarding. A lot of the times in PoE1, this is why I got frustrated, because I wasn't if you fall behind in the game, you go into the league mechanic, and that's your catch-up mechanic. It's been that way in PoE1 and PoE2 for a long time. That's how you were almost guaranteed to get good drops, and it wasn't happening with the temple. So it was that slow burn. It just required that investment. And for someone like yourself who absolutely loves that sort of meta progression, I've heard it's the best mechanic ever added in PoE before. Like Snoobe was saying that. He was like, this is the best. Hands down. And then other people, this is dog. This is the worst. Hands down. It's so funny.
I would say that the temple started to get rewarding after about 10 hours investment, 10, 15 hours investment, and then you're min-maxing it for the next 20 hours, right? So it's... But someone that can only play a couple of hours a day, then that's a week. That's a week to start getting anything out of it, where every day you're just going to be like, this is, oh God, I'm not progressing at all, and things are getting more expensive, and that.
Right.
10 div quarter staff's now 30 div. Shit.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. But then again, that's if you're building the snakes, right? There were other ways to get more instant rewards from the temple. There were lots of ways you could run it. I think a lot of people focused on the snakes, but actually, at Zeri dropped some pretty spicy items. I think the chess piece was going for quite a lot, unidentified. There's a number of the jewels as well that if you hit big on those were worth quite a lot. I don't know if they were selling well identified, but that's a much quicker way to interact with the temple.
Yep, and corruption currencies, all those sell for quite a bit too. That's one thing that I'm really gonna try next league, especially because this league mostly I think it's dead. Most people, it's not dead. That was an exaggeration. Sorry, I'm being a YouTuber. It's not dead, but most people have moved on, right? and most people aren't consuming the league content. Everybody right here in the chat or watching the VOD, you are the minority. A lot of people have made their conclusions about it and they've moved on. Next league, because I realized that I think the dooming it spread so fast, so quick, and it was like the snake is the only way. If I'm not snaking, I'm not playing, and I don't like that mentality. I think it's wrong at this point. After investing a lot of time, after research, after playing it myself, that's so wrong. There's so many different avenues, like you said, through the temple or just through other parts of the game to get rich and hit these rewards that you really want to, like the lineage supports. It will take time, right? But the thing is, I'm pretty sure it would have taken the same amount of time in other leagues. Everybody's thinking, right, oh, well, an Adorned is going for 1 mirror right now, unidentified. You know, last few leagues it went for, I'm pulling it out of my butt, guys, 200 div or something. You know, a tenth of that. Right. Well, that's just because of, that's just the the whole market is like acting around this, right? That means the stuff you're dropping base is going to sell for quite a bit more. Omen of Light, 50 div or something right now. You know,
level 20 spirit gems, 60 divines.
Right. It's all. Somebody in my chat mentioned like perception is reality, and that's bad. Reality should be reality, but the perception just outweighs everything of people perceive. Got to fight back against that, and I think that's going to be my goal. Like, no, guys, don't let this perception rule over you. Like, there's so much fun packed in. You just gotta see it for what it really is instead of what people are perceiving it as. It's such a fascinating thing to see with this game, man, and other games, honestly. But I play a lot of this game, so yeah. Been fun to figure out.
Yeah, I think I think the next league I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna throw myself a bit more at the league mechanic, not detract from it. Not detract from it until I've given it the time of day. If it deserves to be detracted from, then I'll do it then. But once I've given it a fair shot, not just be like, man, it's rubbish. Just get in the way.
Right, like not jumping to. That's so self-improvement. I've got a bunch of sticky notes now, you know, to help center myself, you know, and one of them essentially is don't jump to conclusions. Don't assume the worst in people. Assume the best in people. Assume the best, like intentions and all that. So that's what I'm going to do with the next league mechanic. It should be really interesting. Okay, I know, Farham, we've talked about your, honestly, the most scuffed moment of the league, most hilarious moment, connecting your snakes. Oh, that's terrible. Very rough. Did you have any memorable W's? Have you dropped a mirror? That's one good one.
No. Dropped a mirror. No, dropped 4 Hinakora's locks. Dropped a mirror.
Well, you're not a real gamer then. If you haven't dropped a mirror in the temple and you've got a juiced up snake. Come on, man.
Did have one early. So early on when we were doing the group play, I was like, we should invest in an unidentified Adorned because they'll go up in price, right? They're not going to be worth anything now, but they go up to 150% now. People are going to want them in end league. We should just chuck 25 divines at one. And that's all it cost, was 25 divines, not a mirror. So that was quite nice. Picked that up and then got a bit drunk because it was over Christmas. And I was like, it's quite likely to be worth more than 25 divines now. And I checked it and then I identified it and it came out as an 129%, which I think that's currently worth about 2 mirrors. So,
yes. That's
so that 25 divine investment early league, the guild. It's probably going to pay dividends.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, Adorned. Man, did you see the thing that happened with one of my very casual friends? Getting the double identified on Adorned, dude. In 4 runs.
Yeah, I think I saw your... Did you tweet about it?
I tweeted it. I had to.
Yeah. Because I think I saw your tweet. Or whatever they're called now.
Yeah.
Text about it.
Yeah, his selling history was the Adorned, some 1 div item, and then another Adorned for 4,300 divine orbs. It's like, oh my gosh, dude, what is this? Come on, can't be real. The luck was insane. Okay,
I've had guys have been dropping mirrors. There's been screenshots of mirrors coming up all the time, just with temples and stuff. It's been crazy, this league. I can't remember. One of the guys has been tracking exactly how many mirrors are being traded on one of the things, and it's 100. It's crazy numbers.
Higher than ever. Hello.
Yeah. Oh wait, whoops. It's because I've got my hand in the zoom in
It goes
position against the side of my head.
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to have one of those cameras. Did the exact same thing.
I can get it to follow me around the room as well.
Isn't that cool? Is it what is it called? The camera called? Can't remember.
A Tiny 2 by Obspot.
Yes, Obspot. Yep. That's what I had. Yep. They're very nice. They're very nice.
Yeah.
So it's still my mobile camera. If I go anywhere, I take that camera with me. Okay, we're gonna have a spicy question here. A little spicy topic. I want to talk about PoE2 and PoE1. And I want your input. I know you haven't played as much PoE1 as PoE2 right now, but you have played PoE1. What do you think this league did better than, recent Path of Exile 1 leagues? And where do you think PoE1 still wins in your eyes? Is there an arena in which they win?
Yeah, I think there's a depth of uniques available in PoE1 that are very build enabling, right? And there's also you really can make most skills. I say most skills work individually into endgame with the right sort of thinking, the right sort of build. And the build diversity there is obviously still really good. I think that comes to PoE2 in time, right? Because it's just going to come as they add more league mechanics, as more uniques come in. But at the moment, PoE1 still got it beat hands down. There's also a lot more. I don't know. Actually, I feel like the PoE1 crafting has become bloated over time. So I think PoE2 is actually starting to edge out a bit there.
Yeah.
But the build diversity in PoE1 is obviously hands down much better than PoE2, and that's just a passage of time thing.
Right.
Why not? Do you think that?
Why no Druid farm? Why didn't you try the Druid? There's
I did.
Really Oh, you did. You bounced.
I did one stream.
Oh.
I did one stream on the Druid, and I hated it.
Hated it. Oh, those are strong words, dude. You don't mean that. You mean you just don't love it yet. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah. Sorry, let's say the optimistic route. Yeah, I just don't love it yet. I tried a meteor bear, and I didn't like it. I think I probably would have got on more with the wolf form, but I just wasn't. It didn't sing to me. It didn't sing to my heart.
Okay.
That's just it's too much like the Invoker. But I don't know. I was watching you fight Gianor earlier.
Why were you watching that?
Animations were all very cool.
Why were you watching that?
Well, I kept watching because I was kind of trying to figure out why none of the animations were happening properly. Like when he was calling down the laser beams, you had like a fraction of a second to react, and I was like, why?
I crashed during the fight. So yeah, I crashed during the fight. I had the texture, the streaming, whatever, where you freeze, the gears appear and everything. So so animations weren't so I was scuffed. There was no way I was going to win that fight. He had like 50% Ellie res. I don't have Rakiatas. I couldn't build up the freeze fast enough, and then the animations weren't showing. There was no way I was going to be able to beat him.
I couldn't stop watching because I was wondering what the hell were going on with the animations. And I was like, at some point, you're going to get hit by one of those beams because you can't see them.
100%, and it happened. You're totally right. I got hit by one of those beams, and it was a. I think I got hit by two at the same time, probably insta death. So, yeah, that was closing out second win for me.
I think the Oracle does actually look like quite a fun class. I think the way it opens up the skill tree, I think that's probably. I'll probably give that a look before the league's out just to see what's there because I haven't looked into it. But yeah, the shaman side of things,
that's fine. Yeah. I wasn't very excited for either of the Druid Ascendancies, but the shaman is the one I played. Actually, really liked it, and the Oracle, like you said, it just looks so cool. The passive tree edits are actually fascinating. Yeah. So they did a really good job with that. I hope we see more stuff like that in the future. That what the Pathfinder does now, where you can have the different starting area. Very, very cool stuff. I like that sort of thing.
Yeah, the Pathfinder changes as well. Those were really interesting. Again, I haven't played a Pathfinder yet, but that is.
There you go. Try a Pathfinder. There you go. That's the min-max class this league, isn't it? I think. Or is that
I was just going to play a Ritualist so I could stack up more rarity.
Yeah. Okay. Farham, I know you wanted a couple weeks ago when we were talking about the pod to kind of discuss Second Wind, which is the private league that I ended up hosting alongside a few of my friends, and maybe the impact on the core game, if it had any impact at all. I've been playing it the past few weeks. Like I just said, I think I might be finished out with just my characters. I just beat Arbiter of Ash in Second Wind. Was very fun. What are your opinions on private leagues, especially ones that grow to be that size?
I think being able to grow one to that size is obviously a fantastic achievement. Hats off to all you guys that put that together. Like, it's awesome. My personal opinion is you did it about 3 weeks too early.
Right.
It felt like if it was starting now, like we've probably got like 2 months of private league before the new league, and it would be halfway in the league. This league has just got to silly prices now where everything costs like 15 mirrors, right? Okay, fine. But if we had a private league now that was that big, that would be like getting to experience the league again for everyone. And I think it would probably have even more uptake than when you did it.
You're right.
It sort of, I think it really picked up. There was a whole bunch of reactive patches from GGG around Christmas, New Year, right, when they're running on the slim down, and I think that's when it really started to pick up a lot of traction.
Yeah,
and I think people just wanted to just start something when all of that was settled, and
that's it.
It kind of made sense because of how GGG were.
It wasn't even
flopping.
Yeah, it wasn't even. I think some people thought like, oh, it's going to be it's going to be a better economy. That was never the pitch. It was going to be an economy reset where everybody is on a more level playing ground. There's no Holton. The temple is in a stable state, right? It's going to be way smaller. It's basically it's going to be closer to SSF than trade, in my opinion. And that is exactly how it's kind of evolved. Prices are crazy. Prices fluctuate like wild. There's lots of people who are playing the snake. And I saw some people commenting on my video like, yeah, I'm doing the snake in your league. I'm ruining your private league. And I'm like, you know how many people are doing this? That's the strat this league. I bet there are hundreds, if not thousands of people doing the snake.
Everyone's doing the snake.
Everybody, you're not special doing the snake. Bro, you're following a YouTube video on how to do the snake. There are hundreds of people like you. The exact same thing happened. Like Ancient Bones, I sold one for like 40 div or something. You know,
yeah, so the
same price.
The prices start to match up.
They match.
And of course, because it's the temple causing the inflation because it generates too much loot. And of course, people were going to do it on the private league.
Of course.
But yeah, I mean, when I was sort of umming and ahhing about joining it, I was like, how ethical am I going to be? Because there definitely was a
chill.
Initially, it was like,
chill.
No, let's get away from all the unethical shit that's happened. And I was like, what if I'd be determined to find new unethical shit.
Hey.
So I just
people did.
My heart's not in the right place.
People did, you know, like the Farmer X, who I'm having on Monday. He did the Blackwood unethical stuff in Second Wind. I saw that farmer. I saw
his short about it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw his short about it, where he's just the smile he's got, where he's asking if it's ethical or not.
Yeah, it's ethical, guys.
Just cracked me up.
This is ethical, right, everybody? Yeah, it's not Holton. It's not Holton.
It's in a different place every time, right? It's fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Guys, it's fine. I agree with you. Running and building your temple seems to be so. This is disastrous. You ready for something? This is how little of like content creators I watch or how little I understand the game sometimes. I only realized 2 days ago that you can, when you exit the temple, you can then click the console, press close temple, and then run it again in that same instance because you have all the crystals stacked up. For some reason, dude, I thought you had to like exit back in your map, go to a new map, re-enter through the portal, essentially, when you had crystals stacked up from like multiple dude. And
so you had to run at least one map to do
I thought that was and then I realized, wait, what is it? Close temple? And then it was like, oh, run temple. And I'm like, oh, what?
Did chat correct you, or did you?
No, I figured it out myself. No, I figured it out.
Nice.
I mean, but it's taken over a month. Well, I don't know if it was like this initially or not, but yeah. And I just ran 4 temples in a row. I was like, this is nice. I should have known about this before.
30 minutes of speed running maps so that you can stay in the temple for like 5 hours.
Exactly. Yes. Yep. So I didn't even know about that, dude. I figured it out myself. So
yeah, wait till you hear about the Marty McFly tech where you can. Oh no, they fixed that. I think they fixed that. You used to be able to like keep a temple instance open with medallions on the floor, go to the next temple instance, open your temple, go back in time, pick up your medallions.
Oh my gosh. So you could like lock more rooms or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
So you haven't wasted any locks. There's been some crazy things that have been found out with the instant. There's been so many times where instance management and creating new instances has caused really unexpected stuff throughout PoE2's journey.
Yeah.
GGG need to just pause for a moment and think about what could they do with instances to wreck everything.
Maybe that's added to the list now. Maybe they're like, all right, time to check for 0.5 delve or whatever. So won't happen in the future. Maybe. I presume this was a fiery league, right? Like Dawn of the Hunt was on fire. There was huge backlash. This one was like more so like bugs, but this one was more so like design of the mechanic and unintended things and just people, with the economy. And that pissed people off a lot. A lot of, like, I think normal players, like I said, the whole perception is reality. I think GGG is going to be very keen to not have this happen in the future with PoE2 specifically. So.
I think how they've evolved the temple mechanic and particularly the user interface over the patches, what they've got now in terms of user interface where you can hover over the rooms, you can see what they connect to, you can see what upgrade what, that should have been in from day one as well. I think a transparency on being able to learn these mechanics from the in-game interface, saying this is someone who makes content about how to do these mechanics, but giving people the ability literally to learn from the in-game is really important.
Yes.
And that eases a lot of frustrations as well, because then you can think and plan rather than just being like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
100%. Yeah, that feature added, just showing what upgrades what with holding control. Please, about it in the future. Take that extra time to code it in. It is big. It helps players who don't want to go out of game. And I'm sorry, Farham, watch guide videos. I just want to sit in the game and I just want to play the game. I'll put you on for some funny snake connecting, stuff like that. But I want to be able to know how to build the temple myself.
That's part of the rewarding thing about playing a video game, I think. For a lot of people, you do it to relax and to sort of challenge yourself a little bit, especially if you play a game that's got a bit of thinking to it and a bit of planning. And yeah, if you give people the tools to do it, they'll do it and have more fun.
Definitely. Okay, Farham, I have one final question for you to close out our podcast. I want you to tell me one thing you hope grinding your games never removes from Path of Exile 2. A lot can be removed. A lot can be changed at this point, dude. Temple could be gone in 0.5.
Yeah, I do. They've already removed all of the things that I hope they never removed. No, the simple answer would be Temple, but no, I actually hope they don't remove Abyss. I think the way that Abyss has been added in, I think it should, as it is really good. I think it's a solid mechanic. It's a solid mechanic that makes mapping really, really fun. And I'd like it to stay exactly as is, with only minor number changes if they're necessary for balancing. But I think as an actual mechanic, how it works, it's awesome.
That's great. What I'm hearing is every Abyss rare should have Shadewalker. And I love it. I love it. No, yeah, you're right. Abyss is great. It's such a feel-good mechanic. There's so many different things that can happen between like the abyssal pits spawning, getting your Amama Nama 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 News Void, kiting them out of the clouds, super fun. The Abyss Overrun map. They really cooked with that mechanic and its integration into the end game. I wholeheartedly agree with you.
I think the fact that people, it was only this league that people discovered that pulling them out of the voids would make them spit out loads and loads of loot. These things have been in the game for 6 months. People are still finding out stuff about the mechanic, right? So, yeah, that's good. I think that what they've done there is really great.
I like that mechanic. Are you pro kiting them out? I actually think it's cool, and I hope they do more silly or neat. What's the right word? Just janky stuff like that. That just, oh, that's interesting. That's a cool like kind of style. It makes you sit, think, pull them out. I know some people hate that, but I like it. And I hope they do innovative stuff like that in the future. Innovative.
It's rewarding the meaningful combat, that's for sure.
Yes,
it is. It is at least saying, here's a reward for doing the meaningful. Here's a reward for doing the backflip, the parry, and pulling the thing away.
Right.
So,
But you only have a couple seconds. Your damage better be good, because that void is going to spawn again, man.
Yeah, you can't just blast through the whole map if you want maximum loot. You've got to think about your approach, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the game as well. It's fine.
It's always such like a lovely moment when you see that cloud appear too. You know, when you see those specific rares spawn and the cloud pops up, you're like, oh yes, Omen of Light here. I had 2 drop in one map the other day, and I just
what's that, like 100 div almost?
Dude, yes, it was beautiful.
Yep.
One of them dropped from a regular monster too, which I didn't know. It wasn't even a rare. It just dropped from a random mob. Omen of Light, boom. I was like, oh. That's interesting because I never get omens from the regular abyss mobs, and it just popped from. I wasn't even in an underground place. I was just on the overworld, killed a white mob, pop, Omen of Light.
I wonder if that's why people are like, well, they're really, really rare because every now and again someone's been accidentally doing that, and then that's the only way they can drop.
Right?
As well, they're not. Yeah. Who knows?
We'll find out. We'll find out in the future. GGG, please keep doing those silly little special encounter ideas like that. I think they're inventive, not innovative. Inventive is the word I was looking for there. Okay, Farham, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for hopping on the pod again. Thank you for dealing with me swapping to today instead of last night. Lord of the Rings was excellent. I cried basically the whole movie because I'm a emotional mess, but it was
Which
beautiful.
bit got you which bit got you the most?
Literally, okay, so when the movie started, man, and it's Galadriel's opening and the whole prelude and the music is playing, I literally started just tearing up like with excitement, and it did not go away the whole time because it's just banger scene after banger scene. It's just like, this is amazing, this is incredible, this is the emotional beat, this is the action scene, this is the, you know, just everything was great.
You must have just been just too young to catch it in the cinema when it first came out. Whereas I was like the perfect age. I was like
4.
I would have been like 10,
Fellowship.
11, 12.
I was 4 when Fellowship came out. And then, the end, the whole breaking of the Fellowship. Okay, 1, I bawled my eyes out when Gandalf falls. And I'm like, and it's crazy because I can quote the entire film. I get everything. I know exactly what's coming. I know what everyone's going to say. I know what the music is going to be. And it still got me. I told my wife, as soon as it ended, when it ended, there were like maybe 15 other people in the theater. I stood up and gave it a standing ovation because, come on, that's got to be what people did when they first saw it back in 2001. But I told, this is the best movie I've ever seen in the theater. And I've seen hundreds of movies in the theater. Just everything. It was like built for the theater, and I've only seen it on the small screen. The music, the dialogue, just everything. Like, and it has the perfect amount of comedy too. It's not oversaturated, I think, like the current action movies. It's shit. I don't know why people don't put in a whole bunch of work and just make these movies. It's just incredible. So I'm seeing 2 Towers in 5 hours. So I am pumped. Yeah. Gonna be good.
Awesome.
Gonna be good. Anyway, Farham, thank you for
rescheduling. I'll be tucking into about my 4th or 5th drink, I would have thought. So yes.
Well, I hope you have fun at your sister's birthday tonight, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on the pod. We'll have to do it again in the future. We'll see if they keep in the temple in 0.5. Hopefully the snakes will remain intact, my man. Everybody, check out Farham's stuff. All the links are in the description below. Twitch, YouTube, any other special shout outs, Farham, before we close?
Just to the guys that obviously helped me throughout the league, Gandhi, for helping me build that temple. I know it was super, super stressful. He's probably also asleep right now, but he can hear that message later. If it wasn't for him, the temple wouldn't have been saved, so he gets a special shout out from me. But yeah, thanks very much for having me on the pod against Try. It's been awesome. Thank you. Catch you again next league.
Yeah, next league indeed. Bye, everybody. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out Farham. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye, man. Bye, everyone.
All right. Thanks, Farham. How'd you guys like it? You guys enjoy the pod? Yeah? Yay? Nay? Sorry for spoiling. I didn't say Gandalf dies. I said Gandalf falls. Don't even try. Oh, look. Look at that. Look at Farham's in the chat. Hey, Farham. Thanks so much, my man. That was great. That flew by. We hit on a bunch of different stuff. The Korean wisps are kind of interesting too. People playing more deliberately around them. Is that the wisps spawned with Abyss? Right? I think. Very nice pod. You guys love it? Oh, W podcast? Sick. Sick, guys. Oh, thanks for the prime, Justice Bane. I appreciate it, man. I'm not going to keep it together for the Two Towers, although I cannot wait to see the Battle of Helm's Deep on the big screen. Oh my goodness. With the sound, the booming. Now for wrath and for ruin and the Red Dawn. Oh. And then the Battle of the Pelennor Fields. Theoden's speech. Guys. Oh. Also, it made me want to go to New Zealand even more. I gotta get out there one day. Seeing all those environments, I mean, beautiful. How's Timmy's going for me? Well, we played a little bit. We played, then just go to New Zealand. Well, it's not as simple as that, dude. Not as simple as that. They did not have an intermission. Nope, it was the pure extended edition. Peter Jackson, even yeah. How about we chat about this? This is where we'll leave things. So, slight spoiler. I mean, I guess you can't see it anymore. Wait, no, Fellowship will be on Monday again, but slight spoiler for anybody who wants to go see it in the theater. This version has a special message in front of every one of the movies from Peter Jackson. So he just speaks to the camera, speaks to the audience about Lord of the Rings a little bit. And I learned something I had no idea about before. I learned that so he talked about the filming of the movies, and they're filming all three of them at once, which I did know happened. But apparently there was extreme negative press surrounding Lord of the Rings, and people were saying this is such a bad idea that they're filming all three at once. What if the first one bombs? Are they going to can the other two? Why wouldn't they just do 1, 2, 3? This is going to be a massive failure. People don't like fantasy. People don't want to see fantasy films in the theater. This is not a big genre. This is not going to be successful. This is basically that they're going to fail. And this was the vibe the entire time making the films, according to Peter Jackson. Okay. And he talked about this, and he said, well, they could wake up and moan and groan and just be like, oh, poor us. Or they could use the negativity as like an energy drink, and it could fuel them every single day. And that's exactly what they decided to do. And they made the absolute best films, in my opinion, out there. Just on every single mark. And he also talked about how the New Line Cinema made them, they said, we need a 20-minute segment to, turn this narrative around and show it off at the Cannes Film Festival in May. It was releasing in December. And Peter Jackson's like, oh my gosh, well, okay, all right, what are we going to do? What are we going to show at the Cannes Film Festival to blow people's minds away? And he chose the Mines of Moria. So the Mines of Moria has a very special place in his heart, because that is what they showed first to the world to prove that this was going to be an excellent movie. And so it's the entire, Watcher in the Water sequence all the way to, I believe, when, Gandalf falls and the fallout of that with, everybody mourning and Aragorn being like, all right, on your feet, we need to keep going. And that's what they showed. And apparently that's when the sentiment started to turn around in 2001. But the years leading up to 2001, everybody was saying, hey, these movies are going to suck. They're going to be terrible. And that obviously was not the case. All the lore packed into that first room in Moria is amazing. It is. Yep. You accidentally went past Mount Doom last year, Zao. How accidentally? I did look up. It appears that Mount Doom, you can't actually go on Mount Doom. You can't hike it, which I am kind of sad about. I want to hike Mount Doom. It is an odd time for a tri-stream, but I wanted to go see Fellowship of the Ring last night, so I rescheduled my podcast with Farham to be this morning instead. Was dating the daughter of a theater manager at the time. Got to see all three all by yourself. Oh, but that's good. That's bad. Is it? You want? the theater going experience with others. Planned a road trip to pass some sweet mountains. Didn't know they were from the films. Ah. There were only about 15 people in there last night. I am wondering. I like when you can go without anybody else. People were nobody. I think I was probably the loudest person because I was crying. I was going like, wow, what? Okay, I wasn't saying wow, but I was like, wow, look at that, wow. Constantly to my wife, like, how can you top this? Like the scene. Oh my gosh, you guys! I wish I could play it. I wish I could play it on Twitch, but there's just so many shots. Like when Saruman and Gandalf are in Orthanc battling, and Saruman has the double staves, and the shot is just the two staff heads, and like Saruman's robes, like his legs walking forward. I mean, there's just shot after shot where I'm just like, this can never be topped. This can just never be topped. And then Boromir's tragic death scene, it's just, okay. I would literally just geek out forever if I were to sit here. And my family is awake, so I am going to go and be with my lovely family. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to a very irregular, odd stream, very early in the morning here. We are going to swap on over to, it looks like, Dead Rabbit. We are going to raid Dead Rabbit, everybody. He is playing the Timmy Hardcore League. Thank you all so much in the chat for watching. On YouTube, if you're there, hit the like button, leave a comment. What's going on? Did you like the pod? Who do you want to see in the future? We got X the Farmer X coming on Monday, and that is the last scheduled pod presently. We might try to get some other people on, like Angormus, a couple other people in the lead up to 0.5, but we just be chilling. We just be chilling, you guys. All right. Thank you all so much. I'll talk to you all later. Have a wonderful day. Make the most of it, guys. Bye-bye. Da, 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 da.